Welcome everybody to episode 11, Meet the Copperhelms. I wonder what that could mean. As we look in on today's game, we see a battle stretched out before the party, as we see before all of our party members, a rather large battle taking place. Zombies, mercenary drow, an enormous iron construct, strange headless things, and the elusive Copperhelm, Rosie herself, as all of them are in this battle, as desperately Rusty tries to get to his sister in all haste, although that might be easier said than done. Looking back a day ago, the party was resting with their new accomplice, a tiny familiar rat that the name keeps on changing for, but the rat stays the same. Taking inspiration from this, Pinky began to rework his own construct as he drew out machinations. As this was all going on, Rusty cast a detect magic, trying to identify the tattoo on his arm, the symbol of the shattered world and brought on by the 100. Doing so drew his attention to Hassim, who was rather close by. Unsure what to make of this, he gathered Milo as gathered some of the party away from the prying ears, which were quite pointy, of Hassim, to have a quick conversation and discuss what this might mean. Unsure of what conclusions they could make, they proceeded back to the campsite. There they dwelled on their rest, and Rusty, invigorated with the knowledge that he might draw close to Rosie, marshaled the rest of them to continue forward to the Lost Dunes. There the party would find a series of strange environments and puzzles before them all, as they noticed that the entire place seemed to draw them out, as you would lose yourself in the deserts by strange magics implanted by the ancestors of the Drow. As the party followed the trail, they first came upon a strange bonfire. Desecrating it only slightly with a torch led to a burning combat. Thankfully, destroying this strange fire elemental proved to not be too hard. Proceeding to follow the clues, they followed the smoke uphill. From there, they found a large statue of a drow bearing the weight of fire on his back, much like Atlas might in our world. This passion of struggle laid out before them. The party came to look at it as the shadow danced between the four diagonals leading into the desert. The party, somewhat confused by this strange puzzle, attempted to brute force it, moving up several of the trails, but getting lost each time and returning to their site. In the end, they decided to try and press into the ball, finding a bunch of persnickety Mara that led them to a series of traps. Burning themselves and coming out, they decided to follow the shadow, and finally, in a last desperate gambit, moved into the desert. There they found the desert was safe and no longer confusing. As they rounded on the final puzzle, they found a torrential downpour. Following what a downpour might mean, they headed down trail. Easily enough, they escaped the dunes of the Lost and came upon the archaeological site ahead. There, Rusty would see his sister for the first time in months. Looking upon her, she was there. It was her sister. She wouldn't hurt a fly until she crushed a drow into a pancake and chucked them into the desert sands. After creating an expressive bloody mist in the sands, the rest of the party were quite forestalled on what to do and quickly chased after Rusty to slow him down before that happened to him. Approaching the strange archaeological site, they found many a drow mercenary that seemed to follow Rosie out of dedication and money and maybe religious following. Although the party, unsure of this, decided they wanted to sneak down and get a better look. As they done so, This little sneak down did not go well, as some of the dunes fell out before them, and immediately the Drow caught on. The battle began, and immediately both sides surged forwards, but the Drow had undead with them, and a giant construct made of iron and steel. Now a pitched battle began, with some of the Drow falling dead and some of the undead harried by the party's attempts. Rosie has also joined the battle, using her magics that she did not possess before to send in invisible Drow in the midst of the party. And that is where we join our lovely players once more. Okay, with that said, Rusty, we join you as a... Ooh, I believe your go just
We finished
ended.
off after my turn, yes.
Yes.
Just hit the debate.
Oh, that means it's me.
Means it's the Drow. Then you.
Yep.
Uh-huh. Yeah. I believe the Drow here...
I believe that one might be feared. Is that the
Yes.
symbol?
Yes,
Yeah,
he's scared.
I feared that one. So to the end of its next turn.
We'll start with him. He will hang up...
Oh, this turn.
Yeah, he'll hang up his hand crossbow. He's like, damn it! As he like shakily holds up his hand, and he'll fire at Scud, the source of his fear. This is with disadvantage anyway. So
Am I hidden? I don't know.
no, you're not. The ghost symbols because you're spooky nightingales.
Okay,
around.
cool.
So disadvantage shot at Scud. Misses. It plinks off the cliff behind you.
Or 9.
He's not...
Yeah, for a 9. That is their go. They will hop down into the pit here, where the bodies were. The remaining ones who are unfeared, this one will step away from the ball of fire,
Yeah.
she doesn't like that. Oh no, I'll stay in the flame. This one will move up to here, and this one will move up to here. As one of them tries to stab at you, Milo.
Yeah.
As you're distracted with the weird bat head thing. She tries to give you a little stab. 16, and she
Misses.
plunges the blade forward.
Yeah. Strike it
Scrapes
away
off your
from me.
shield.
Yeah.
Yeah. Another one following that up will shoot a pencil-sized dart at you, Milo.
Sure.
Thankfully, it also misses. And the final one will shoot at Pinky. Rolling a 7, yeah, as they land around you. Also, as you guys look, you see sand begin to flit up near to you guys as there's 2 invisible things coming as you see puffs of sand appear and track marks as 2 invisible Drow move forward towards your position, cast by Drowsy.
I got scared. I thought you were going to
Rosie.
say some sand monster was coming. I was like, what?
A boule! Surprise! Scud! There looks to be reinforcements as you lean over to look over the cliff coming, as you barely could see Rosie, or at least hear a caster far off.
Yeah, let's deal with what's in front of us. I will move to here, and then I will shoot at this one with a celestial bolt. So a celestial blast. It's 18 for 6 with Fury of the Small.
18 hits as it blasts off them.
And I'll
How does
shoot
that
him
kill
back.
them?
Oh, he's dead. Oh, he just flies backwards, like arms out flat, and almost hits his fellow behind him because of the pushback on it. And then I'm
topples
gonna
over, blood on the
and then I'm
sand.
gonna run back round here next to Hassim and use my bonus action to hide. So I'll just do a quick stealth roll for you. A 24 for that one.
Yeah, what's your passive perception, Scott?
It is 10. It's not that high.
Yeah. You see Hassim, like, leaning around the rock, peering at something, like, this way. It isn't the people who are Sandy, although he has an expression of terror on his face.
Oh dear.
Yeah. Pinky, you don't quite see that. You have your own problems to deal with as you and Conan continue to assist Milo. A flaming drow smolders in front of you as a very beleaguered woman who's clearly dying tries to desperately stab at Milo, but she's not having a good time.
I will move. I think I'm gonna move over here, and I'm gonna cast a Actually, before I move there, I'm gonna cast a ray of frost at this zombie here. It should be with advantage because it's fairy fired.
Mm-hmm.
So there we go for 20 for 1 cold damage. And yeah, I'll move down. And I'm going to do a cone of fire from Conan. I will, do a cone of fire, and hopefully engulf this zombie and
It
the
will
head.
it will also hit. No, you can bank it.
Yeah.
This goes in the open desert. Yeah, fire sprays over the two. The zombie dodges like an acrobat. That is to say, like a drunken acrobat that has Parkinson's.
So
Somehow it
DC
fumbles out of the way.
I didn't see that roll.
I think he has I think he's slowed. I think he has disadvantage. You're Graviturgy slow, Rusty?
I don't believe so. No, it's just a half speed. It's only a first level spell. So.
Oh wow, it somehow survives, smoldering and burning. As well, it might not actually. Needs to make a DC 5 plus damage taken. Needs to make a DC 6 con save. It rolled a 22. It's still on fire. Just looks at you as it burns. It's like. As the head, on the other hand, it fails, taking 8 as it singes and burns. As you go, as it like soars around your head. It is not looking good though. It's more skull than head now.
That's my turn.
That is Pinky. Rosie watches on. She frowns at the fight ahead as she does not like seeing what's going on. Yeah, she'll just throw out a hand and like flick a hand as a stream of magic missiles come firing out of her hand. Only people, unfortunately, within range are Milo and Pinky. So she can't quite see what's going on, and she doesn't know that Scud and Hassim are where they are. So she'll throw up a hand as she casts. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 of you. She will cast Magic Missile at 5th level. As a spray of magic missiles shoot out towards all of you. So, I believe 3 and 4. So 7 magic missiles go spraying out. So
at least she rolled the lowest possible.
Yeah, 1 hits into the echo as it explodes. 3 hit into you, Milo, as you're the one like taking the most hits.
Sure.
As you get hit for 6 force damage.
And then, ow!
Yeah, and then that's 4. 1 hits Conan and 2 hit you, Pinky. Yeah.
Con save for moi. That's 6, so fairy fire goes out.
Yeah, on the zombies. One of them, a missile from afar just slaps you in the head like someone tossed a baseball at you. And 1 hits Conan and 2 hit you for 4 damage. Yeah, as you all hear as the snap and crack, as you all see the magic missile shoot from the northern area. Hassim has his teeth gritted and he says, "Oh no. It's him."
Him?
Yeah. I know it. I saw it in my dream. Shit. And he'll pluck out his bow. He doesn't explain any further in the heat of the battle. As he'll pluck his bow out and take 2 shots at the one across the way, sniping at Milo. Both hit as both arrows sink into them. With a scream, they gurgle back, and then the second one takes them right in the eye as they just topple off the edge with a cracking splat at the steps below. That is Hassim. He'll move out further and draw his sword. Get here. Milo, that big construct's coming, and you see some of the undead stop glowing. Those magic missiles also sting. Thankfully, they didn't hit anywhere too bad.
I'll move here, and I'll summon my my boy over here, and I'll move him over here. So he's next to the with my bonus action. He's next to the. Oh no, I just need to use my movement. Over here, so he's like in contact with the construct. He's behind him though. And then I will. Let's see. I'll make sure Pinky is safe by slashing at the fucked up head. use it one-handed. Does it wear armor?
No. As you
14.
slice into it, it shears into it for 14 as you bisect the head, destroying it.
Just slam it down and force the head peeled like an apple in this case, a fucked up apple. And then I'll get in. No, I don't want to end my turn there because then I'll be scorched by the stuff. I just want to be level 5. One attack is just nuts. It's like, ha!
Level 5.
I'd really like a
Just
level 2
leveled up.
spell.
Yeah,
There's your echo.
Thank you. That's yeah, that's it for me. I don't want to move out of range.
The living iron statue just turns around and immediately makes an attack at that. It is not smart enough to comprehend, at least not yet, what that is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
23 just slices through it, and then begins stomping forward to here. Yeah, it just stomps up to here. That's it. As the echo disappears, I'm just gonna put the echo over here for now.
Yeah, he'll be back very shortly.
That is the giant golem. Rusty,
because-
that must have been your sister. You hear a womanly voice, and then a bunch of magic missiles stream out and explode and pop over Pinky and Milo, who grunt and otherwise gasp from the strikes. The zombies will very slowly, like they're plodding through mud, stalk forward, as I believe their speed's halved by you, Rusty.
This turn and the
Yeah. They'll just plod up over here. This zombie doesn't give a fuck about the flaming spear, so it continues forward as it sizzles. I just have an amazing memory. They will proceed to try and slap and just dumbly batter Milo. Does the slowed do anything to their attacks?
No.
Yeah, so 2 attacks at you, Milo.
Sure.
You're the only one they can get to, and then 1 at Pinky. So first 2 Milos. Misses. 17. Yeah, but them slap on your large tower shield as you heave them back. One of them attacks Pinky.
I'll reach out and try to slap him beforehand.
That hits as you stab into the zombie. It coils back for
14.
11.
Is he wearing armor?
You've already used it once.
No, not on my turn.
Oh yeah, it's not on your turn. Yeah. He's not wearing armor. It's just an archaeologist.
There you go.
DC needs to make a DC
20.
17.
Jesus.
DC
A lot of damage.
DC 17 con save. Now, how do you
cut off
kill
his
the
hands
zombie?
before it dares touch Pinky. Don't you touch him!
Mm-hmm. You de-armed a handsy zombie.
Sorry, I'm shouting. My wife's asleep.
The Drow acts, seeing Milo distracted, it will run past and
Rusty.
charge Rusty.
Oh, it's Rusty's
Oh,
turn.
Rusty.
Because we
Yeah, sorry, I
backtracked for the
double-clicked.
zombies.
Rusty, kill the Drow. He's going next.
That zombie also needs to make a dex save for the flaming sphere that he ended his turn next to.
He's not an
Negative
acrobat.
1.
Negative.
So he takes 8 fire damage.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
The beauty of that.
Look at
A -1 and an 18.
The radius of my magnified gravity, I believe it's 10 foot. Yes, it is. Look, I'm gonna step back down here. I've got a new trick I want to use. Telekinetic. You can shove someone on the battlefield with a bonus action. I want to pull Milo towards me, if he's willing to accept it.
If it's willing movement, they'll get opportunity attacks on him.
It's not willing I don't think it's willing music. I don't think it is willing movement for Milo. He can just choose to fail the save.
Still not willing.
Yeah, he's not using his reaction or movement, so
I'll be
Do you willingly fail the save?
Yeah, I'll be cool. Like, ho!
Yeah, I'll pull you back. And I was like, get out of the fucking way! And I drop a magnify gravity. Area effect templates. Circle. 10-foot radius, that's what I want. Right there. So we get The Drow,
Nice.
the 2 zombies, and the construct.
Mhm.
So it's
Dope.
Constitution save for each of them, which I'm assuming the construct will have a very high modifier. But, but we go.
Interesting.
Yeah, so the statue needs to make a con save. It saves.
Just with a 23.
Mhm.
Then 1 Drow, 2 zombies.
1 Drow, 2 zombies. The Drow dies as
Oh,
you
sweet.
see their neck twist and their back break as they topple over.
I didn't
Zombies
know you asked.
don't really
Kill the Drow
care.
before it's a turn.
Left zombie, right zombie. Yeah, both
Oh,
zombies
wow.
save as they stagger back under the
Well, they all
weight.
take half damage on a success, so they take 5 damage each. So,
Mhm.
no, I did 20 damage.
They're also no longer affected by the gravity because you re-upped it. So the last one ended.
It's only 1 turn anyway. I was going to.
Okay, yep.
remind
That
you
is
but
Rusty.
yeah. That's it.
The remaining Drow will pop out of the pit and lean over and he'll shoot at Rusty, seeing as he's strong around big spells.
But he was in the pit. How did he know?
It's more of a trench. But yeah, he'll take a shot at Rusty with disadvantage. And,
Sure.
misses.
Ah,
Oh,
Go back.
you're
in the
rolling
pit.
a lot of nat ones today. Keep it up. I like it.
no.
I don't have the negativity bias some of you have, so I don't really focus on them. The oh no, the invisible ones act. Stay here and here. All of a sudden, 2 darts shoot at me from nowhere, Milo, with advantage. 17.
Did we hear
21.
any arcane words or spellcasts?
You did 2 rounds ago.
Oh, okay.
They were not close.
21 hits.
Yes, you feel them shoot into your leg. All of a sudden, numbness comes right up that leg. Can you make me a con save, or you're poisoned for an hour?
Oh, great.
I got-
I
You
succeed.
say, as your body resists the poison, you still take 5 piercing.
Mhm. Taken.
Scud, it's to you. You're not sure what the hell Hassim's going on about, but you don't have time for that as you hear Milo cry out as a dart shoots out of nowhere at him.
I gotta run out behind here and shout, "There's something coming from the north!" And I pull out out of my spell component patch, pull out a bit of pork rind and quickly gnaw off some of the grease off of it, and then kind of vomit out a big load of grease. So I'm gonna cast the grease spell.
Nice.
Yeah.
60-foot reach there.
Why would you choose that method of casting?
How,
I'm a disgusting
how
goblin.
flammable is pork rind?
Yeah, I don't know. It's the
Quite
spell
flammable.
component for it. So
Grease
I don't know. So,
Grease is flammable. It's 2d4 damage.
yeah, sorry. I don't know. I did try and drag the.
You did. I'm just. There you go. I was just putting on the map layer because this is not
Oh, sorry.
concentration.
Sorry, I just bloody summoned another one. There we go.
This is not a concentration spell, so it needs to stay there.
No, and then I'll run back to here, and I'm not going to try and hide because they'll probably know that I'm here now. So I'm just going to duck down and take cover.
Uh-huh.
That's Scud Screw.
Yeah, Scud. Yeah, that is Scud as he
I'll ping the grease
yaks
spell as
everywhere.
well.
Well, that's interesting, Pinky. You see both zombies like begin stumbling. I believe on their go, they will have to make the save.
When the
I
grease
think
appears.
they've got to make a save now.
Immediately.
I think,
Yeah.
when the grease appears.
Everyone knows zombies have a claimed balance.
Oh, well, one of them does.
One of the I think one of them stumbles, and the other one, Milo, your sword is stuck in their stomach, so like they just hold on to the sword. It's the only reason they don't fall.
Yeah.
As one of them eats shit on the grease.
So one of them's prone. Cool.
Pinky.
Yeah, seeing a bunch of grease appear and like a nice slick surface, I'm gonna move diagonally over here, and I'm going to do a flamethrower to engulf these 2 zombos.
Yeah.
Dex save or take 15 fire damage, half on a successful.
Mhm.
And then there's 2d4 extra on there, you said?
Yeah, because they catch flame, the grease immediately burns away.
Do you want to roll it, Scud?
Yeah.
Top one. Top
Damn.
one on the ground, disadvantage fails. One standing, also fails with an 8.
Awesome.
The top one needs to 18. Top one needs to make
18
a
total.
DC 16 con save. The one on the ground's on fire but not dead. The one standing in front of you needs to make a DC 12 save. Topples over, burning, dead.
And I will target the one that is still prone, and I'll attack it with a... Oh, wait, Ray of Frost would be disadvantage because he's prone, right?
Yes.
Then I will target the iron construct with a Ray of Frost.
Freeze that.
For a natural 20,
As you freeze a small portion of it,
8 full damage, but hey.
yeah, you see some small cracks form where it's frozen.
What's the side effect of Ray of Frost again?
I think it doesn't get reaction.
Their movement is
Movement is
10
slow.
feet reduced.
Ah,
And I will move away.
Mhm.
5, 10, 15, 20. I'm going to move 25 feet away.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Milo's left alone. Oh, well.
well,
Sorry about that.
Rosie will act.
what else is new?
You've got your mouse.
Hmm?
You've got Henry.
Rosie will act, seeing that her brother and no one else is in the way. Does this have enough length to hit him? No, it doesn't. Yeah, she's gonna. Yeah, she's just gonna throw up a hand and launch a firebolt at you from her staff, Milo. As you see a firebolt shoot down the way straight at you. Thankfully, it misses, exploding somewhat beside you as you see an enormous gout of dirt like turn to glass. Where it
Jesus
splashes
Christ.
That miss.
Uh huh. That is Rosie. She just like folds her arms and like she does not look happy though at the situation. Neither does Hassim in a more terrified manner than angry. As he will pluck his bow and take 2 more shots at. He'll take them at the drow hiding in the pit over there. He tries to hit them in the head. The drow has 3/4 cover, but he will use his ability. He's going to use his ability, the Archer's Eye, and take aim with it and fire. That hits as it shoots straight through their forehead as they just fall into the pit, disappearing forever. As then he turns and takes a shot into the construct. That hits as you see an arrow plink out of the sprout out of the iron for 8 on the construct. That is Hassim, as he will throw his bow on the ground and take up his sword as he awkwardly looks at the iron giant. He'll move slightly forward to assist Milo, getting behind him though.
Shit.
Milo, it is your go as you see a struggling zombie on the ground. There's Drow coming up the way as darts rain around you, and a big looming slow construct comes forward with a huge hammer and a morphed sword. Like
guys,
axe in its arm.
more magic through the way. I don't see them. And I'll I'll move back 15 feet, having summoned my boy over here. I'll attack from his position, striking at the zombie first.
Mhm.
That's a 26 for 11 damage.
Zombie needs to make a con save. DC is 5. Oh no, it's on 1. Got to remove its damage. DC is +5. DC is 16. It rolls a 23. It's still alive.
Annoying. But that's fine. That's one's go. Yeah, I'll stay here.
The living iron statue will maneuver around to here, seeing that you're fake. It will then try to take the dash action to move further forward.
I'll try to stop it with a reaction. I'll use my inspiration on this for advantage. 26 for 15.
That hits as it plinks into it as it just stops.
Nicely done.
Yeah, using my sentinel feed, it has to stop there.
Yeah. The zombie will scratch at your echo. He'll stand up and begin scratching at it. Misses?
Misses.
Huh?
Does it stay there?
No, there's burning heat. They have like, not being destroyed in terms of senses, so it's just not going to stand near fire. It'll stumble forward. It doesn't really care about fire too much, but it knows that'll destroy it, at the very least. As he'll stumble over to Hassim, he's like, oh shit, as he's all by himself. Rusty.
I will mind sliver the weakened zombie. Intelligence saving throw for him.
It fails. DC 8 con save.
Which
It does
he
not
has
fall,
a
as-
negative D4 for.
Blood dribbles out of its face.
Minus a d4, right? Do you want that?
Yeah, I don't know how the DCs work on those con saves. So-
It's the amount of damage that it goes over the resting amount.
Plus
of
5.
health. Yeah, plus 5.
So low damage. It's
Yeah.
a bad idea.
Okay, well, bonus action, I will ram it with a flaming sphere.
Yeah, you see Hassim go, It
Oh.
saves.
Succeeds.
It was bound to
So it
happen.
takes half of 4. So it takes 2.
So it takes 2,
DC
so it needs
7.
to make a DC 7 con save. It saves.
It's on fire. It's
Minus a
filled with
D4,
The
so
MVP.
it's gone. Yeah. The Drow act as they're like, kill that echo thing! As both of them will hold an action to shoot the echo if it tries to make a reaction.
I'm also going to move right there. So,
That is the Drow, as you hear them talking from somewhere around here. As they're holding an action to shoot the echo if it slows down, if it tries to make a reaction to slow down the living construct. Scud, that iron thing's getting close.
Yeah, he doesn't-
Communication from the Drow.
He's not liking that at all. He's gonna run out to here again, and similar to the last turn, he's gonna sling out another vomit pile of grease, but he's gonna drop it just here this time to try and hit this big construct thing. So a bit
It fails as it falls over.
and then I'm gonna run back behind here and take cover. That's good to go.
With a clang as it hits the ground. Pinky.
would the
Pinky's
flaming,
going-
Sorry, would the flaming sphere ignite that grease immediately?
So I was going to ask that.
It says the
Yes, you
sphere
guys have
ignites
been quite
flammable objects.
persnickety in home games before about these things lighting. So immediately it lights on fire as you see the grease disappear immediately.
Okay.
So it would not fall, but it does catch on fire.
Well, there's the
But
fire
with-
damage.
As it takes 2 fire damage, as it is resistant to fire.
Oh well.
As a slight bit of the metal gets scorched. Pinky. Yeah, that's not good. As you look at the huge construct.
Yeah, I'm going to. I don't know. Oh, that's low damage. I'm not gonna aim it at him. I'm gonna ray of frost the construct.
Is it not prone? It didn't fall over then.
Still
No,
probably.
it just
Yeah,
it's on fire.
So 16. Does that hit?
That hits as it freezes over a portion of its leg to the ground for 4.
For 4, and I'm going to move in front of the zombie, and I believe I can place my cone in a way that it does not harm Hassim, but it should catch the zombie and the construct.
No, I don't think there's any feasible way that's possible, but maybe.
I'm willing to move for a way. You want me to drag out the cone? Oh, you got
I've got
it.
it right here.
Okay.
That's gonna hit his aim like that.
Just hit him. It's
I
fine.
can't like
It's fine.
move it.
He's from this plane.
Just-
He must have some kind of resistance to fire. Don't worry about it.
It's
No,
cold.
there's no way to really manipulate it to not hit him from either of those squares.
Okay, well, I really don't want to hit, like, I wouldn't hit him, so I'm gonna keep going to where I heard the voices.
The zombie will try and swing at you as you move away from it.
Okay.
Yeah, it tries to batter at you, but fumbles around
13
you.
doesn't hit.
Yeah, you see, you hear two voices there, around here or here.
Is there any shifting sand anywhere on the ground?
Yeah, here and here, as you see small dust clouds have appeared where they stopped.
Yeah, I'll throw the flamethrower down to over here.
Yeah, you hear it as one of them burns. Dex save. The other one is too far down to hit.
Ooh, nice roll.
Ooh,
He fails as he takes
fire
14
damage.
Screams
Nice.
in pain.
Beautiful.
And that's my go.
That is that. Rosie acts. Yeah, she will shoot a firebolt at the Echo. She throws a hand out and points her staff. Hits it as the Echo just explodes into nothing.
Oh god, that would have killed any of us.
That is Rosie.
That's right.
Hassim is like, fuck this, slashes at the zombie beside him
Good boy.
as he makes 2 quick slashes at it. Get off of me! Both hit. For 10 and 6. Needs to make a DC 15 roll for the first one. It fails as he just hacks its head off and then retreats back away from the big thing. And he's gonna back up because he thought Milo would stay there, but he didn't. He'll move over, pick up his bow again. And that is Hassim.
I'm staying in the line of fire of those blasts. Are you kidding me?
Milo! Yeah, what the hell? You just see huge bolts of fire shoot down the way.
It's a construct. Of course it is a construct. It has armor. Of course it has armor.
Yes, it is made of armor, basically.
I've deleted the,
Oh, yeah.
yeah. Because I'm just gonna basically move it back there and, make an attack from its position again. Yeah. Probably doesn't.
That misses as it deflects off its armor, as you don't get a good point to strike at it.
Ah, shit.
The living statue will move up to you guys as it stomps forward towards Rusty.
I'll, Sentinel.
I'm very
Both
glad
of
that
the
you...
Drow take their reaction attacks before you do, as they're waiting for that.
Yeah.
As they both attack with advantage on the Echo. One of them shoots the Echo before he can draw his sword down on it, as it zips away. Yeah, this thing then dashes up to here and in amidst you guys.
It's worth a shot.
That is the iron construct as it heaves itself above you guys. The zombies are all dead. Take them off the board. Rusty! It's kind of close for comfort.
Oh boy.
As it raises its huge hammer.
Risk an attack of opportunity. Did that did Milo's sentinel attack get used
Yes,
up?
they held an
Reaction?
action for if the Echo tried to reaction interrupt it, specifically. Because they saw
So
that
does he
kept on
still have
slowing
his
down.
reaction or back because he didn't get to use it?
No, because
No.
they have to trigger based on his reaction.
Yeah, I
so
still
it's
have to
wasted.
use it. So.
Yeah, or else they wouldn't trigger. It would have just been like a stalemate forever otherwise.
Right.
Well, shouldn't he have got the attack then?
No, because
He
they're
used-
holding for the reaction of him even trying to swing.
Happens before their reaction goes up. It's counter spell, but for my attack.
Pretty much.
Yeah, got them to waste.
Do I
Yeah,
risk
two
the
of them
attack
wasted a whole
opportunity?
turn, so I'm gonna allow them to do that if 2 of them are wasting it.
I'm going to risk moving away because it's a big scary thing.
It will try and smash you over the head. It misses,
Oh,
thankfully.
thank
Pounds down
goodness.
into the dirt.
That looked dangerous.
It also would have done this.
Bonus action, I might as well hit him with the flaming sphere. Dex save.
Yeah, you ram it into the iron thing. It doesn't have too much of an effect, but some of it is starting to slag a little, as it takes 4 fire damage.
Let's go Mind Sliver. I don't think we'll have a good intelligence.
You cast Mind Sliver on it. It fails, as you see the thing begin to shudder slightly.
4 psychic damage, and it has a negative D4 to the next saving throw, whatever people do to it.
Yeah, that is Rusty. The invisible Drow act, as seeing you guys all focused on that, they will rush up to here, as you hear one of them clamber up beside you, Pinky, and he says, "You like burning people, you little shit," and then tries to stab you.
I do.
21 as he stabs you for 7.
I'm gonna shield.
Yeah, crackles exploding off of your shield.
Yeah, you see like a green crystal on my wrist shine, and like a dome of magical like green energy surrounds me.
One of them comes up around here, Rusty, and then shoots a dart at you. This is straight roll. Range is cancelled by invisibility. Disadvantage. 17 as a dart shoots straight at you, Rusty.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Yeah, it pierces into you. Make a con save. You have advantage because of your dwarven resilience. On this
I'm
poison
also
roll.
blessed still.
Ooh.
For the first
No
time
problem.
ever.
Yeah, you take 4 piercing, all the same as that hurts. Can you make another con save for your spell?
Ooh,
You save?
For the
That was
bless.
close. Scud, it is your go, as there's more invisible interlopers amidst.
I know. But this is what's.
I'm just. Yeah.
I could see. He's like, oh shit.
I'm just gonna move the dead corpses, at least closest to you guys, out of the way, just to make it clearer. I'll move them back when the fight's over.
Yeah, cool. Scott's going to run over behind Milo, where he's still got his angelic form up, so this nightingale silhouette is still there. Both of their eyes flash blue at the same time, and he's going to shoot a celestial bolt at the construct. And try and push it back, maybe. Did that come out? No. There you go. 16?
That hits as it blasts into it.
For 8, and I don't know if it's not immune to frightened. It needs to make a wisdom save.
It is immune to frightened as nothing happens.
Okay, thought it might be. And then I'll use my bonus action to convert my 2 sorcery points into a first level spell slot. That's my go.
Yeah, it's both of them blast into it. It rams into the orb, so it takes more orb damage, but it does not move unless you're moving it directly south.
I can only
went east of it. Yeah,
I can only move it back 10 feet from where I'm standing.
Yeah, so it just hits into the orb. Can you roll orb damage, Rusty, as it burns into it? It does not have any save on this because it basically is
Max
moved
damage
into it.
12.
Nice.
Oh,
6.
8, 9, 17, and it takes 6 damage. As
you see that, Rusty? Oh yeah.
That is the Rustmeister. Sorry, that's the Scudmeister. Pinky, is your go as someone stabs you, or nearly does, as it crackles off your shield.
Yeah. Did I hear him like shift around me at
He's
all?
right
or...
in front of you, literally right there. He's like, you fucker.
I will flamethrower. He's right here.
Yeah.
I'll flamethrower and hopefully get the guy in the back as well.
You will. Well, you'll get the golem.
No.
That's what you're looking for.
Not a great roll, 5. So DC 14.
He dodges it as you're, but you don't hear the scream you're expecting.
He still takes 2 damage.
The iron golem takes 2 also.
Okay. And I will, at disadvantage, Ray of Frost the golem. 13
misses as you feel someone grab your arm and point it into the air before you shake him free.
That's my turn.
That is Pinky. Rosie, she doesn't see anyone from her sight lines, but she ain't moving. She's gonna move back here. She's gonna dash back this way. She has some other stuff that she's pre-set up, so she'll move back here and cast another spell as a bonus action. But she's doing some stuff.
Yeah, we scared her away, guys.
Hassim, We'll go, oh, this guy's big. And
Hassim,
seem
can you
not
find those other drow?
he just looks around at the sand and he's like, I think one's here, and begins swinging. You'll make 2 swings at the drow, though, since that's what you seem to want.
Yes, please.
You'll take 2 swings with disadvantage to in front of Pinky. Both hit as you hear, "Ah!" and blood appears on his blade. You didn't see something slump to the ground as you see sand boil up as a bunch of blood begins to pour out into the sand, although the corpse does not become visible
Yeah.
because Rosie hasn't let go of it. That is Hassim, and he's like, now what? As he looks at the huge thing.
The other one!
He's not over here. He's further back. Milo.
Find him.
Yes, come on. As Milo seems to sort of like swift for a second or switch for a second. Nightingale, you look so good. As he turns for a second, he does a spinning pirouette and tries to slam steel with steel. This always works well. 2, 3.
Sheer into it for 13. As you see a huge carved rent of metal peels off.
More! As he starts shouting, and the echo appears behind it, and I will unleash my incarnation, and I will give myself +2 on my roll to try to hit.
Yeah, with hero points.
Yeah. Oh, didn't need that. For an additional 15 as I slam into it again.
This is a huge slab of iron. It turns out it's a bit tough as you hack and crack into it. You see a big crack form in its chest, though.
Yeah.
As you see it becoming structurally unstable.
Fuck, where's the caster? As he starts moving away.
It will try and smash your head.
It has already used its reaction, unfortunately. I'll have my incarnation up here, yeah.
Huh? Yeah, it's got 2 people that it's going to smash, though, as you see it twist its chest around and spin as it smashes Hassim, Pinky, Conan, and the Echo.
Oh, 10 feet.
As you see Hassim go, what is it? Ah! As it cracks him across the face.
Does this count as an attack?
Yes.
Okay, I'll use my reaction to attack again.
Well, it's attacked your Echo also in the attack, unless the Echo saves. No, it takes half damage, it's destroyed.
It's a reaction, yeah.
Hmm?
It's a reaction to the attack, though.
That misses.
14 misses? Oh,
Yes,
sorry.
14 misses.
It's not 14, it's more than that. It's 18.
That hits, it still smashes the shit out of him. It's a huge metal thing.
I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah, it's looking bad, but not
It's
that
alright,
bad.
you still heard him.
Okay, it would have hit you.
Conan.
Oh, it's red.
Conan got a
dot is
natural
gone,
20.
right? No, no.
Yeah, Conan takes half damage for 9. Is it?
And then
Cleaves
I got a
everyone.
14.
Yeah, you both take 9. Hassim. Where is he? There he is. He's a Drow fighter. He saves also. He's still holding his chest as he kind of got scraped up by it. For 9. That is the living iron statue. It'll move this way.
Hey, can't I hit it with a sentinel attack? Oh, no, never mind. No.
Not for moving, though.
Yeah, not for moving.
I'll move over to these 2 lovely spellcasters. Keep on attacking it.
Will you fuck off?
No. this thing stomps over to you. You see Hassim and Conan still recovering. Hassim will try and strike it as it moves away. Unfortunately, he misses as he's still like wheezing and out of breath. As he rolled an 11.
Is it okay if we go to an ad break here?
Yes. Why don't we take it here? As I think
Yeah.
James needs it.
James needs a second
I
to
know what I'm going to do,
calculate.
but that's okay.
Sure.
We'll be
we can
right
take a
back,
break, too.
everyone. Yep. Go get some coffee, get a drink. We'll be right back. See ya.
That's how people can escape.
Oh, it didn't look. There we go. We're back.
Where
As Rusty had his time to negotiate his life contract.
Oh shit, was I supposed to be thinking during
Yeah, you should, we really expected you to
We
think.
still haven't
that.
heard 10 seconds, but
I already knew what I was going to do. So good.
oh well, look at you.
Go, Rusty, go.
Okay, as we return, Rusty, big guy's kind of coming. He's looking pretty cracked up as you see him slightly sliding apart. As you see, it looks like it's going to break if enough force is applied, but it still has a little bit of the way to go.
Yeah, what I was going to say was I was going to run away and then attack, but I might as well attack and then run away, just in the off chance I somehow defeat it. So bonus action, Flaming Sphere up the butt. As usual.
Yeah, it fails, taking 5 damage. Some of it
away.
flag.
And then I think I'm just gonna magic missile point blank him because I want to make sure I hurt it.
Yeah, a spray of at least 3 magic missiles strike into it.
For 12.
12 damage
For
to
12 damage as they explode, cratering it in sections. It's looking really bad now as you hear a strange as it begins creaking ominously.
When's it? Do I risk running away or? He just had his turn, so I'm gonna stay in hopes that my friends destroy it before its next turn.
That Scud helps you instead of running away. Okay, yeah. That's sounds like a good move.
Scud, while the others are still getting their breath, another one, a drow, moves up beside you and is going to shoot you. There we are. As it will fire said dart at you. 18?
I will. You'll see me bang my walking stick on the floor, and a little kind of semi-translucent shield appears around me, boosting my AC.
Which spell is it?
What could it be?
What, that shields you from damage?
Yeah, as you hear someone run up to you cursing. Scott, there's someone beside you to the north.
To the north, so here. I'm more worried about this bloody. I'm gonna move around to here. And
You take an opportunity attack as he stabs at you. 24 as he plunges it in between your shield, seeing a gap in it as he stabs you right in the back for
Damn.
9. As he
You did just say that he's alongside you.
Yeah. It's cool. I know it's because I want to kill this thing, but yeah, got so for 9.
Make a concentration save. Bless.
Okey-dokey,
Yeah, you save.
That's
cool.
like the whole fight.
So that's I'm on 18 hit points left.
That stings, Scott.
Then I would fire a celestial bolt, but I have disadvantage. But it's okay. I bang my walking stick on the floor, and instead of the bolt coming out of my hand, it goes through the staff because it's a magic staff, and I don't get disadvantage. So and the force of it comes out through the base and into the construct. So hopefully I can hit it. 25 for 6.
That hits it as
And
it
then
falls back into the orb. Roll the damage, Rusty.
Hell yeah.
Here goes nothing.
How do you destroy it, Rusty? Because it's on 2 hit points.
I'll let Scud describe it. He's on that to the push back into it.
Oh yeah, okay. As he pushes back into it, the spear kind of melts through the metal in its rear piece of plate mail or whatever it's got, and then it's just slowly melts down into molten slag around the floor, and then the orb's just there. Yeah.
Is Scud, as you hear the drow go, shit, mistress, this is looking bad.
I'm gonna then use my bonus action to take the disengage action and 5, and then run off this way.
When Scud finished off the golem, Rusty looks down. It's like, hey, that was pretty good.
He's gone.
No, I'm like about to like I stop myself from accidentally like complimenting you.
That was my kill!
Yeah.
See Milo like...
There's still one somewhere!
Yeah, now that is my game. Ready?
Pinky, it's back to you again. As there's some invisible guy as you and Hassim recover from being smacked with the hammer.
Now, the drow that was right in front of me, is he like dead?
There's a pool of blood forming, although the corpse is still
Yes.
invisible.
Okay.
Not
Then
here, no
I will
movement.
move. I will move.
5,
5, 10.
The corpse shoots its laser eyes at you. No, you're fine. As you move away.
Yeah, I'm gonna move towards the one that had attacked Scud. So
Yeah, he's somewhere in the
wherever-
middle here.
5, 10, 15, 20. So I'm gonna move over here.
As you
and
move him, you brush against him as you feel him in that square.
Awesome. I will flamethrower.
Yeah. As he
Two.
goes, "Ah!" as he begins burning, he saves. Taking
He takes 1 fire damage. I rolled the lowest amount. Damn it.
You did roll pretty high for it then.
Yeah. And
your
I
main
will,
action?
Had to
as
come
my
back
main
sometime.
action, cast a mending on my poor little buddy because I feel his little gears turning.
Yeah.
So he regains 9.
Yeah.
Mending
All
is
the-
a minute casting time.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Then I
it's
will-
for out of combat healing. For it.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah. All
Uh,
of a sudden, this guy reappears as Rosie has some other stuff she needs to do, and these guys have failed.
I think Pinky
Oh,
still
cool.
has his action.
Oh no.
yeah.
She can drop concentration whenever she wants, so
Oh, so
he
you
reappears.
poster? Okay.
Oh my god, me on the low rolls.
Yeah, you go,
17 to hit, 1
As you
damage.
burn one of his feet and freeze the other.
It's a Charlie we know.
It's just like he shits out like a snowball and throws it in its face. There you go, scumbag.
Yeah. That's my turn.
Take that, scallywag.
Rosie casts a spell. This might be a funny haha later, but we'll see. As she casts a spell that you guys do not see. That is her go, though. So, don't know about that. I'm sure you'll be fine. Hazim will go, "This is what you get for killing the archaeologists," and draws his sword up and stabs twice at the guy. 18 and 10 unfortunately misses as he slices across his back for 5.
Could we knock him out and question him?
Go ahead and do that.
I'm asking my teammates.
Azim cuts into him. He's looking spry, so it really isn't going to kill him on the first strike. Milo, it seems more like a question for you. None of the others really use melee attacks.
Big monster! It seems annoyed by it for some
I'll
reason.
give you an inspiration if you kill him.
He charges up to it and he'll summon his boy on the other side and they will exchange blows. 11. Does he wear armor?
Yes.
Fucking armor wearing scumbags. Ah, why do you wear armor? He'll like slash at his armor. And he'll like jump up and throw his sword in the air and the echo will catch it and like slash him over the back as he's concentrating on me. I will then switch
How do
to
you
a.
kill him?
I will then switch
Or
to.
knock
I
him
will
out?
then switch to a pommel and slap him across the head. There, talk to him. I'm
Yeah,
going
you
to kill your
smash him
sister.
across the head.
I'm going to kill your sister now. As he starts moving away.
As the guy just collapses in the dirt like a bag of flour.
I'm going to kill your sister now, Rusty. As he starts moving towards that.
Oh shit! You guys can continue in combat if you wish. But effectively, the fight is over.
Let's rest.
I
So short rest.
Yeah. I think we'll rest.
He's just.
Do you guys wish to continue with the fight?
Is she
No.
not doing anything? Then
We'll
the fight is
learn
over.
initiative, but I am going to be pushing it fairly soon. But
Well, is
Take
she
a
doing
minute.
anything? That's a good question, George. You can't see her anymore.
Do we? Yeah. Well, this is it. Do we want to chase her straight away, or do we want to give? Or,
Yeah, do you want to give her any time at all, or
or
no?
does she get time to prepare for us?
Well, she's
I
already
mean-
prepared for you, don't worry. She had a round or two there.
I walk over to the unconscious Drow and I pull out my rope and I just start binding him up.
Sure.
Hog tie and gag.
I think since Rusty's not chasing, and he's the main one, everyone's looking to that ends combat. At least for now. As you all breathe a sigh as... man, that was a strange construct. It looks like a repurposed archaeological...
Did you see that, Milo? I've got the big one.
yeah, it looks like a
Fucking
repurposed archaeological...
bullshit! I was killing it.
Labor.
You just it was already dead. I killed it. You just did this finishing blow there.
Oh.
You're so confident you could have killed it. You should have stuck around more.
I'm less complaining.
I'll drink a potion.
I'm gonna check over this contract to see if it has like a core or something I could use.
Also, that is a. What's this? Ah, this looks nice. I'll drink a greater healing potion.
I'll keep my eyes out in case they send any more, and I'll walk up to here and kind of lie down and keep my
44
eyes
plus
out
4.
over here.
Plus 4.
You get a CR4 construct piece as you fish around inside it. Pinky. As that's going on, Milo skulls back one of the greater healing potions. As he looks quite invigorated when all is said and done.
This good stuff.
Uh-huh.
Who made this?
The corpses of the zombies, as you all peer around, and as Hassim points this out, they're the archaeological crew, I think. As he points at several human corpses and a halfling corpse.
I'm going to point my finger towards the ruins, and I'm going to cast a message.
Mm-hmm.
So are you going to come out and talk? Or do we need to come in after you?
You almost hear a laugh as you hear, "Maybe you should come in and talk, brother."
The group sees me, starts slowly walking into the ruin.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to kill your sister now.
No response, he just looks serious.
Yeah. As you proceed into the ruins, and what's immediately clear is you see a fallen obelisk and several shrines. This looks like a burial site of an old king or maybe queen.
Fellas, Rusty's going.
Yeah, he's left you
I
behind.
know, I'm following him. What are you supposed to do in this situation? Come on. Stop dilly-dallying, Hassim, let's go!
Can I cast Mending as I walk?
Yes.
Then I'll begin casting Mending.
Yeah, as you proceed through, you see the empty basin to something. Looking through the windows, you see a statue of what looks like a Drow monarch in a pose almost like befitting like a knighting ceremony. It looks almost like representational of that. You see the Drow is holding a longbow instead of a sword, as might be more ceremonial in other cultures. As you look by, moving past to the east, you see a large either fountain or bath. It looks very ceremonial in nature, as you see like bronze glyphs all over it as you pass by.
There's not an interesting representation of Karchi in this place. Just a stupid statue.
Mm-hmm.
Before we go in, Rusty stops and turns to the group. Cover up your tattoos. As far as she knows, we're not part of the whole 100 thing. We don't need to give her any more information than she has. And I readjust my braces to make sure that my tattoo is properly covered. As far as she knows, it's just her brother looking for his sister.
So, alright. Well,
Hassim did mention something a little odd earlier, like, oh no, it's him.
Yeah.
Can you elaborate, Hassim?
You see him look at you all, and he's like, "It's just a bad dream. Maybe a coincidence."
yeah, you must have been really bored during battle if you're dreaming. No wonder you're doing this poorly. Hey, Nightingale, you got this?
She's not there. I don't know. Maybe she says something.
She does. And you hear her go, "That ignoramus is even worse than you, Scud. Do not release me. I do not wish to speak with the devil." That bloodthirsty buffoon.
I'll knock on Scud's head. Come on, get out!
I don't think she likes you. I'm sorry.
What? You must be misinterpreting her words. Yeah, it's just because you're stupid, don't worry about it.
Right. Use my bonus action to disengage.
Yeah,
I catch eyes with Pinky and like do a very subtle nod to Hassim, just like reminding what told him this morning.
He seems distracted, like he's not really focusing on you. He's more peering ahead, like kind of squinting as he's like, it looks like he's trying to figure out a puzzle or something is about to like bite him up. Like coming up to what seems like a ornery chamber. You see several like suits of armor like almost embossed into the wall and like built out of the wall, like suits of plate mail that are like submerged in stone.
Yeah,
As you see
This was the door
golden
we saw her
glyphs.
poking out of, right?
Rusty, careful, she might have set up like a trap or something. Maybe we should send like the demon head or something.
I cast detect magic as an action.
Or do that. That's, you know.
I'll move ahead. Don't worry, I know how to sniff out trouble when I see it. It's just moving forward.
If detect magic sees nothing in front of me, I will walk in.
You sense abjuration magic to the north. Around here. Around here.
Okay, I'll walk in and I'll make sure I stop before I hit it.
Mm-hmm.
Does my mending go off?
Yeah, your mending goes off. As you all proceed inside,
Charlie.
yeah, you're fairly distracted walking, and they're going on about a bunch of other stuff. It's quite distracting. So, like, I think you're mending it, and then like your hand drifts off to the side while you're watching them argue.
I'll try and cast it again.
You're not gonna get that done before stuff happens.
Thanks for ruining the surprise.
After you, Pinky.
As you come inside, you see streams of light radiate around the room like there's a sun in there. You see Rosie, her back turned to you, facing a wall. Or at least what looks like something bigger in the chamber. As you see a strange wall without any supports and a door frame.
Did you say the abjuration ended there or there?
Here, further ahead.
You say here, but there's no... You didn't think anything.
Exactly. You see a wall of magic. That is all.
Yeah, I want to know how far I can walk up before I actually step into it, so I can get here then.
Why are you stopping?
You get up to there, as it's still another 10 feet ahead.
Throw a rock at it or something.
Like, turn around and like sort of peer over and try to look like Rusty in the eye. What are you doing?
Please put something on the floor here.
What is it? I don't smell anything.
Some sort of defensive magic. Feel free to step forward.
Yeah, you see Rosie staring to the archway. She just like kind of ignores you.
Right. And the demon will step out of Milo's body. He was in there too long. I'll brush the threshold with the demon.
Yeah, he like immediately bumps into something.
Great. Wall of force. Sure.
Tries again.
If I see him bump into what appears to be an invisible wall, I'll step up and palm it, see if I can feel what's blocking him.
Something invisible. Some might say a wall of force.
Is Rosie looking westward or northward?
Northward. She's looking at the statue. She seems to be leaning on the staff and like pondering, almost like in a sagely pose. You don't recognize that pose from any of her mannerisms.
I'm going to attempt to Misty Step in front of her face.
That'll work.
Roll initiative as you misty step in front of her.
Well, I was going to say, is this the thing that you have to make a check to see if you're able to Misty Step or
force
teleport
cage.
faster? It's cage.
No, you can go straight through it. It's but none of us can.
Yeah, you're by yourself.
I can.
Oh yes, yeah.
I can manifest my echo in there.
You
which
can,
I was
yeah,
about
yeah.
to do before you missed the steps.
Roll initiative. I don't think there's much point in the rest of you rolling. I think there's no conceivable way they can get to you.
I can.
Well,
Actually, yeah, roll initiative.
That was my
Milo
last
can.
spell slot.
Can do something. Can help.
But I came here for one reason.
Just
I'm not
talk
gonna
to
stop.
her combatively. It's going to be a combat of words. It's like the combat between Dream and Lucifer.
Oh yeah, I
Don't worry about it.
don't plan on attacking her, but she might attack me. So
The Harud. Siblings, am I right?
You know. There we are.
Let's-
Yeah. So yeah, she sees me apparate right immediately in front of her eyes. I just stare at her for a second. I guess it's up to her what she does in her turn.
She knows what she's doing. It
Hopefully
rhymes
I'm
with
not gonna
vortex and ends with warp.
Oh, I got that spell too.
Uh-huh.
No
Yeah, but she has spell
slots
slots.
there. Sorry, Rosie, can I just take a short rest and get some?
I told you.
She would have been gone. She'll probably at least speak to me for a second before she teleports me away. Hopefully.
That is that. I think it's all set up. Scud, you're first if you can do anything.
I'll move up to, well, I guess to about here. I think that's within 30 feet of Rusty. And then I will do the only thing I can do, which is cast good old bless. And I'll bless everyone except me. So Milo, Pinky, and Rusty.
So selfless.
God, you might as well never bless me
Oh, okay.
because there's like nothing I can do, and Conan doesn't really
Useless.
help. So
Oh, well, okay, well, I'll bless. Okay, I'll bless me then. Not that I can do anything at the moment, so. And that's. Yeah, I guess I can't get through, so I'll move back out in case the ball comes down and she tries to shoot me. That is my go.
Yeah. You see her sigh, and she goes, "You do have to interrupt things, don't you, brother? This is a real mess." And she'll
It's what family does.
she'll
And I'm
point a
not your
finger
brother.
at you. Make a con save. DC is 21.
I'm blessed. I'm gonna burn 2 hero points.
As you disappear back through the barrier again. As it vomits you out as you spill onto the tiles.
I just turn and look at her. So what are you doing, huh?
Experiments, she says, quite dismissively. Milo, you continue your efforts.
What do I do, Rusty?
He doesn't respond. He's just looking at Rosie.
Let me get to it. Suddenly, like, shifts and you see him warp and wobble as he manifests the echo inside of the realm, or the
The other side of the wall.
I'll then give her a smack.
Yeah.
I'll do this non-lethally. So, like, use the end of my the blunt side of the sword to smack her across. Listen to me! Oh.
Oh,
Slice into her. She winces in pain.
Is she wearing armor?
Yeah, she's wearing a breastplate.
Ah, of
we'll
course
have
she
to
is.
make a con save though.
Uh-huh.
Get that wall down.
She make a con save.
18.
DC is 10. She saves.
Uh-huh.
Don't get yourself killed, Milo. You saw what she did to that drow outside.
I'm not in there. That's all the demon.
Well, you might be letting her out, though.
Yeah. She.
That's it.
Well, the force is also protecting us right now.
I'll step around the corner.
She knows the exact spell for this guy, and it doesn't say. Does the echo count as a creature? Does it say
It's an
anywhere?
object, really.
I'm gonna rule
Magical
it.
translution, a grey image of you that lasts, so it's destroyed. It's an image. So
It's an object. It counts as an
yeah.
object.
It has immunity to all conditions.
Oh no, she can do it to you. She can do it to you. No, it's fine. Yeah, she will go. Let's get rid of this at the source now, so we can talk then. She like rubs at her head, kind of annoyedly. I think the go ticks around because I don't think anyone else can do anything.
well, I mean,
Yeah.
I could
Go ahead, Pinky.
I could get it. I could get in there.
Do you
I
want
do
to?
have Misty Step, but I will not. Yeah,
Rusty
no,
doesn't
I
plan on
won't.
doing anything except for talking.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Rosie comes around, she points a finger at Milo, and Milo, she casts a
sees me?
maze spell as a... She'll step here and do it. She'll step here. Right here.
Can you cast through Wall of Force?
Yes. Anything you can see within range.
Otherwise, I can't see a Misty Step would work.
Yeah, Misty Step won't work either.
Right.
Yep, go ahead.
Yeah, she points a finger. There's no save. You just disappear as you fall into another dimension in time and space.
Where's Milo gone? What have you done to Milo? We need
He'll
him
be
back.
back soon. Or maybe not at all. I hope. Let me put a... Because we lose vision, I'll put a very small Milo in.
Yeah.
As he disappears. As Milo, you see a dimension with just like a maze, like a hedge maze, but with blank marble walls stretching out in every direction.
Look, this bloody wall.
Okay, it's my turn.
Yeah, go ahead and make a... Can you make an intelligence 20 check? It is
Yeah.
a check, not a save.
Yeah, I can.
Go ahead and make a straight check.
Come on, nerd. Professor!
If he does that again, I will kill him. She says warningly. She like rubs at her head.
I don't find the exit of the maze.
Go ahead and roll. Go ahead and roll a 10d20. Let's see if you eventually get out.
Keep rolling until you hit a 20. We'll see how long it takes.
Yeah, you can roll 100d20 to see if we want to do the full 10 minutes.
No.
Yeah, so he'll reappear in like half a minute.
Yeah.
So in half a minute he'll be back.
Rusty sees Milo disappear and surprises himself at how much, like, it upset him that Milo just vanished.
Don't worry, he'll be back. Unfortunate. The demon is not so easily muzzled, unfortunately.
And what exactly is your name?
My name's not important. It would give away a bit too much, Rusty. And I know how you get. I know everything she knows. It's strange being a woman, though. And he, like, pats himself on the arm. He was a he, because he pats himself on the arm and kind of, like, tilts his head down.
I can't help but glance a little bit at Hassim, remembering what he mentioned earlier.
Yeah, Hazim's, like, leaning around the corner, like, trying to stay out of sight. She, like, kind of looks past you at Hassim, and she says, so he is here. He looks so pathetic. What are you talking about? He doesn't even know. Well, Rusty, this is all fun.
No, what? What is happening? Where are you going? What? Explain!
I don't need to explain.
Why is she coming?
She, like, peers at you and she says, I have all the artifacts I need. Those fools should have never done that. Now everything will be ruined because of them. But I'm prepared, and I'm going to continue to make preparations before he comes. And she, like,
He who? The one who walks as many?
Yeah. You have interesting friends, Rusty.
Why don't you let us help you? We're all trying to stop him, from what I worked out.
I'm going to use him. I know you wouldn't agree with me. Your sister has been a great guide on how you might react. And
She's
I
still
don't
in
think...
there?
Annoyingly, yes. No matter what I do, I can't seem to get her to simmer down.
On an inside check.
Yeah. Go ahead and make an insight roll as you peer at the kind of strange expression across your sister's face that looks completely uncharacteristic. Yeah, peering at them, they don't seem to be lying, although that's up to you to trust at this point. As you all look, you see a portal open as Milo begins to claw his way back out as you see him staggering forward.
Dat de tyfus gods gloeiende. What the where was I?
It seems he's back. She sighs, looks at the ball of fire, and begins to cast a spell as with a poof, she disappears.
You know,
As none of you recognize that spell at all that she used.
it's the wall gone.
What?
Run over.
The wall is not gone as you approach.
Is she still there?
She is not still there.
I'll
Let me see. No, the thing she uses is not concentration.
I'll
The wall is still there.
I'll trigonometry.
You also see the
and
ball
get
of
in
light
there.
is gone. Yeah. As you teleport through onto the other side, you listen, pause. She's not invisible. It didn't look like she teleported. Scud, Pinky, and Rusty, none of you recognized if she used a teleportation spell. It might be out of your purview, though, but it's to the point where, even with a high Arcana roll, you don't notice.
She just
what
vanished.
that could've been. She just vanished effectively.
With the ball.
Yeah, with the ball of flame.
Yeah, I'll look around and like pet the ground. Smell
Make
it.
a perception. Yeah, make a perception roll, Rusty. You were actually in the room, and Milo wouldn't have been able to feel things through his echo. At least not yet.
Did that ball of fire just look like my flaming sphere, or was it like something else a bit fancier?
Similar, different, more powerful, and like it was not. It was not warm at all. That was the daylight spell. You had to guess.
Natural 20 for a 23 for perception.
Yes, that seemed like the daylight spell from where you've seen it before and read about it. As you look in the room now, peering more around, you see an enormous sphinx. Beside it, you see pictographs of Drow in supplication and what seems like building this structure. Several of them seem to be like bowing and honoring the kings. As you peer across, you see the strange structure of a door as you peer over it. As you look at the door frame, it says the Shadow Door on the frame of it. The text doesn't seem to be legible, but seems to conform to a way that you understand it, Milo, as it's clearly magical text that translates itself for the viewer.
Did Rosie pass through this?
You don't know. You didn't see her act at all once she cast that spell.
No.
As you look on, you see that the other one, there's another door that's outside of its frame that says Light Door.
A shadow door and a light door.
Yes. As you see the other one attached to the wall. The door seems to be made of perfectly made wood, coated in a layer of what looks like bronze, or maybe gold.
Can I hear me?
You're muted, but they can't hear you.
I'll just move and jiggle myself to and fro. There's two gates in there, a shadow gate and a light gate of some sort. This tinkle any bell for you,
Not to me.
Rusty?
It's a shadow arch and a light arch.
The light has gone off in the room.
Azim, come over here. You're Drow, like, this is something to do with your people. Do you know what this light and shadow door is? And you need to start talking. If you've had some weird dreams about, like, he knew ya, or whatever's in Rosie knew ya.
I don't know how he knew me.
Well, maybe not you, but, like, the 100 who's in you. So if you've dreamt something and you know what it is, you need to tell us. Even if it sounds crazy. We're all a little bit crazy, I think.
They've been coming to me in my dreams, showing me strange things with that orc.
Orc or orb?
Orc, the race. The green ones. Or purple.
No.
Maybe the one inside Rosie used to be an orc.
That makes more sense. The person, the one you described, she doesn't talk like Nightingale or the devil. Demon. They only come when I dream. But I seem to dream quite often.
It's different for all of us.
Yeah.
You dream and does stuff happen in your dreams? Does it come true?
Not precisely, but I've seen Rosie before. I presumed it was because she killed my friends. Maybe I held a grudge or something.
Are you an Onera monster? One that
What?
lives in the dreams? No? You can dream reality?
Everyone make an Arcana roll who's proficient.
I don't know, Rusty. I think it might just be the way his 100 can talk to him.
Man.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, no, Milo has Arcana.
I got an 8. Yes.
Rusty and Pinky, this sounds like the dream spell, quite literally.
It sounds like somebody's been playing around with your mind as you sleep. Some people can enter and exit your dreams as you walk the dream world.
Well, that's just great.
It's a complete disregard of personal freedoms. This is disgusting.
Yeah, I don't think his sister cares much about that.
I was going to say that.
Milo, could you take a look at the door again? Maybe try and throw something past the door. See if it passes through. Fuck around with it a little.
I'll nod. I think it has something to do with light. There was light in there before, but I didn't recognize what kind of light it was. It was a strong spell, I think. I'll go back and forth and I'll light a torch on me and I'll pass it through the shadow gate. If it casts a shadow, maybe it works somehow.
Yeah, and Zine, do you know anything about these gates? It looks like they're some sort of Drow artifacts, or at least Drow ruins, aren't they?
Well, the architects dug them up recently. I don't know, they're real old stuff, and looks at it. We did used to have kings and queens before the sun, insert sun name here, before he points up. That came.
Did it look like she was specifically examining those gates? That gate?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
But she didn't actually end up using it though. She didn't walk through it over. She looked at it, looked at it, but then just disappeared in a different way, it seemed.
Yeah, it looks like... make an insight roll.
She might have just turned invisible, so we didn't know which one she went through.
Yeah, DC is 12, Rusty.
That's a very good point.
I didn't hear her.
You weren't able to tell what... Yeah, you weren't really able to tell what she was thinking in that pose. Her back was turned, so it's hard to say whether she was scared or thinking about it or just mulling it over or just waiting for you. You're not sure.
Is there any probably pretty dusty in there. Maybe there's some footprints or tracks that we can follow. I don't know.
Hassim, what do you know about... What exactly do you know about the 100 situation?
Yeah, not much. You guys told me most of it. She said I was important. She laughed a lot at me. Said I might be a
why
problem.
you were important? Why she locked you up instead of killing you like the rest of your friends?
She didn't seem to explain herself. She was much like you saw her. It's quite infuriating.
She did say that she now has everything she needs. Perhaps she took something from the tomb. Milo, look at the Sphinx statue. Perhaps there's something
I turn
missing.
to Pinky and I'm like,
You're you?
I'm gesturing because they can't hear me through this.
No, you're muted. You're not completely mute.
Okay.
Yeah, if you get right up to it. Yeah, if you get right up to it, they can hear you clearly.
Yes, hello.
You're Kenny from South Park.
Yes, yeah. What's the problem?
Yes, go over to the Sphinx statue and see if she took anything from it.
How would I know? I don't know what was here before.
It's probably dusty in there. There's probably fingerprints or something.
Oh,
I don't know. Use your imagination.
I sort of like that. I look for that with my torch.
Go ahead and make a survival roll.
Recently disturbed, dust or whatever.
Nice.
Oh.
I think
Natural 20.
Milo.
We're playing D&D 1, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that's a real good idea what they put down. looking at the ground, you do succeed in discovering that was not any type of teleportation magic. That was not any kind of invisibility magic. Judging by the fact the prints she made never move away from the area she was in, but the ground was not disturbed at all. Looking around as you continue your search, looking at the statue, you see that both teeth, the canines on the large sphinx, have been broken off, where something was held in its mouth. Quite recently, too. The breaks are very recent, judging by it.
I look at it and then I move back, and I sort of look at Hassim. Hassim, do you know anything about the slagtanden? And he points at his like canines in his mouth. Of the Sphinx. Is there anything of importance in there? They seem to have been broken off.
Yes, the sphinxes are used as guardians a lot sometimes. Maybe they killed this guardian. I think.
What are they guarding usually?
Yeah. As you're saying this, you all hear a pop, and I think Milo staggers on the staircase, along with Hassim going, "Yes, I think." Oh, sorry. As he like yells in your face.
No, the spell stops. Look at Rusty, and I sort of try to gauge what he's thinking. Does it look like James?
Make it inside.
Yeah, I guess inside. I don't know.
Are you hiding something? Okay.
No, he's not. You can just see a lot of gears turning in his head. He's
Okay.
just.
You okay?
When
Rusty?
he doesn't respond, but you can tell he's very much not okay.
Yeah, you see Hassim come over and he says, "I don't think there's much of your sister in there, Rusty, unfortunately."
And glance at the Sphinx that Milo was looking at. How big does it, like, the mouth that was open? Well, I'm assuming what I gauge from that is that it was like, it did have a gem or an orb or something inside its mouth that got snatched out, breaking the teeth. How big does that look like that could have been?
It was
Like
probably quite
baseball,
narrow.
softball?
The mouth is nearly closed.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. As you peer around the area...
Maybe it was like a rod or something that got...
Yeah. Scud, there was clearly a magical battle in here. Also quite recently, judging by the scuff marks. Not as recent as the break. You're guessing this occurred within the last few days. And you see, like, small patches in the dust of, like, rusty red, where clearly someone was hurt or killed.
Looks like someone was fighting in here, slinging firebolts and stuff. But what about that big ball of light that was in here too? Maybe that was where's this? Is that the light door? Sorry, or was it?
Yes, you see that the two arches. There appears to be a door with no frame and a frame with no door. The shadow door has the frame, or the shadow arch, and then above the other one it says the light door.
Okay. All right.
Somebody hold the torch, sort of in front of the door frame, perhaps a little bit back, and maybe go in reverse so that the shadow of the frame encompasses around the door.
Oh yeah, I've been doing this. That's what I.
And I'll try to.
My torch leaves my hand, and you just see it start hovering back and forth through the arch.
Nothing happens. The shadows cast from it seem to lead out to this door, but they're nowhere near strong enough to complete the shadow arch.
Maybe that's why she had the daylight thing up there. That was a lot brighter than this torch.
A shitload brighter.
What if I make
mage hand the door at the back to see if it like opens like a door?
The door
It's
does not
framed,
shift
so I don't know
at
if it's-
all.
The braziers.
There are no braziers. You see several pillars. There was a ton of other stuff outside. Azim points it out. There's a big mechanical thing and some other chambers.
We need to find something that can make a real bright light. Maybe, I don't know, I'm pretty hungry. I don't know if you saw, but I did puke up quite a lot out there.
Yeah, there is a camp. Maybe the archaeologists were working on some.
All right, well, while you're doing that, I'll get some food on.
I appreciate that. It's good. Worked up quite the appetite killing all these things.
Can I pull out my cooking pot and start boiling up some water?
Hassim, that man that you think was, you saw, you heard, you knew, recognized, whatever. Does he have a name that you know of?
Man.
You said,
See
I
him-
think it's him.
Yeah, you see him
Who
try
did?
to remember for a second, and see like, basically insights himself as he's like, I heard it in the dreams, and you know how hard that is to remember. And so,
Very
like,
much like to stop referring to him as my sister or Rosie.
Well, they're both, aren't they? So I don't think it really matters.
Well, the person that we've been speaking to, the person that's been doing all this, was not Rosie.
You hear a yell from outside. It's beautiful.
It is, as you come out to a large, incredibly complex device.
I see these gears here. They've got some sort of mechanism. Maybe it's steam powered. No, it's not steam powered. There's a large gem here. Is this a gem? Oh, in brass. What an interesting choice of metal.
Yeah, he's going full nerd on this thing.
Pinky.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna
As-
try to discern what this might be.
Yeah, as Hassim's walking out, he looks over as he throws his brow. As he was called Nadir, I think.
Nadir.
Nadir.
And you think he was an orc?
Yes.
Or is that someone else?
Hard to say if it was a man or a woman. Yeah, they look quite androgynous.
What was he doing in your dream that made you think that this is him? Was he casting a similar magic? Did he speak the same way?
No, the references he made there. He showed me Rosie, but they kind of acted and spoke the same. I don't know. It's very confusing. The
But
dreams
you
were
thought it was him during the
nonsensical.
fight before we even had a conversation with her. All she did was cast some spells from the doorway, and you thought it was him.
I thought it was my one. That's why I was so surprised. Don't you all have a different thing in you?
One day you'll tell us what you're not telling us. I'll leave.
Well,
and go
trust
along.
me, I'd like to explain it, but I'm not very eloquent with the
Pinky,
words.
can I borrow that bag of holding while you're looking at that thing, please?
Just shove it backwards.
I look in the bag of holding, and I assume that the alchemical teapot that Marvinsky used to carry is in the bag of holding. So I'll take out that alchemical teapot. And I'm gonna start. I'll drop the bag back next to Pinky. I don't need anything else from it. No, I'm just gonna start heading out of the room.
Yes, you run off with the teapot. Yeah, you see a campsite up above the cliffs, as best you can guess, as they were trying to pull away some of the broken obelisks or dig them free, much like this place has been dug up.
I get that way a bit. I'm like, oh shit, there's no way out that side. I need to go all this back. Excuse me, back this way.
You can go up these planks, but yeah.
Yeah, but like from the other side to get out, there was nothing.
Uh-huh. Yeah, as you do a little run around.
We'll get to me.
Pinky! Looking over this device, it is marvelous. It's huge. It looks really light for its size, too. It's more bulky than light, as you see that it's made with, like, lighter brasses and, like, metals that don't seem to be as heavy as they should be for its size. Looking at it, go ahead and make me an Arcana roll as you peer over this huge magical device.
And
Looking at it, you've never quite seen an artifact like this. Can you also make one, Milo? You are proficient.
Yeah, I'm leaning back and looking at it for a bit.
You'd think that switch might turn on right there as you point towards the back part of it.
Over there, Pinky. At the back. So he like sort of
must have
sits
been-
down.
yeah, I push it.
Yeah. As you all look, the crystal immediately shines like a spotlight, glowing out as, holy shit, Rusty, what the hell's happening? As you look back over your shoulders, you see an enormous red spotlight shoot out across the way. You see that the nearest stone to the light begins to slightly, like, burn.
Turn it off! Turn it
how
off!
bright it is.
I turn it up.
As everyone sees sunspots swimming as you, like, flick it off immediately as the glow stops.
It's as bright as the star. It's a primary star for a planet.
This is
I think
too
he means
much.
sun.
None of your lippin', boy.
I'll begin to sketch out. Begin to sketch out the mechanism. Maybe someday I'd want to build this again. It seems to be made of a special type of brass and alloys. It's quite light. I think as a group we should be able to bring it into the chamber.
We
You
should.
can make a nerd check on it, Pinky, given more time, but at your first glance, you don't really know much about it, other than what Milo figured out is that turns it off, and the crystal seems to operate.
As
it like
we
a
figure that
lens.
out, we might want to go for a real break as well.
Yeah. As we figured that out, I think we're going into a short rest too, so why don't we take
Yes.
our long break here for 10 or 12
Yeah.
minutes, and
Enjoy
I
the
will see
commercial.
our audience soon. See you guys.
In a bitty. Bye bye.
Hello, dear listeners, and thank you for joining us on Curl Up and Dice, Calamity of the 100, a brand new homebrew world designed by our very own DM, Itza. This is Charlie, otherwise known as Pinky, your favorite kobold artificer. As this is a brand new D&D podcast, we rely heavily on your support. We broadcast weekly, live on Twitch at 6:30 p.m. EDT, and you can find all of our previous episodes on YouTube by searching Curl Up and Dice, where we publish our edited episodes a week later. You can also find the link to our Twitch channel on YouTube, as well as our Discord, where you can send us feedback, suggestions, participate in our Players Secret system, and engage with the cast in the general chat. So please like, follow, share, and subscribe on whichever platform you're watching or listening on. It would mean a lot and help get the word out there to others who might not know about us yet. Now, enough of that. Let's get on with the show.
We're back! Hello, everyone. As we return from our short rest outside of the game, we return to a short rest inside of the game. You see what I did there? That's called movie magic.
Super clever.
What a
I know.
segue.
Yeah.
Well, not on short rest yet, though, because there's still some things happening before that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, as we return, we see Rusty stalk off and dragging an unconscious Drow back.
No, I don't drag it back. I'll have his way to make it easier for myself. I'll just drag him up against this rock here.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
While he's still bound and gagged, I'll wake him up. Slap him in the face.
That, unfortunately, slapping people in the face with a concussion does not wake them up, because he's still out cold.
Makes it worse.
Frustrating.
I'm just gonna show the camera.
He's gonna-
I think he just wants to hit him. Like, generally.
It does feel a little bit good to lightly slap him.
Just press to digitate a puff of like smelling salts or something.
What do you call me?
Yeah, I've rolled how long he'll be out for, unless he's healed. With that said, Pinky, yeah, this thing's marvelous. As Hassim also studies it with interest. He's like, I've still got sunspots in my eyes.
And this is truly a feat of mechanical engineering.
Yeah, just gush over it. I definitely can't move it up by myself.
No, it
I'm
is
assuming.
way too big and way too heavy.
Then I will continue gushing over it
Mhm.
as I settle down for a short rest and then begin to scribble in my notes.
It
All the
looks
while,
like
we
a
hear
manifestation of a third level spell.
I feed this guy my last potion of healing.
Yeah, as you feed them the potion of healing, you see their eyes awaken blurrily as they heal for 9 hit points.
Oh, hey. Good. Lucky. He's still bound.
Mhm.
And I just look at him.
What do you
can I
want?
tell? Can I tell which was his sword hand? Whatever. Is it right-handed or left-handed?
He had the hand crossbow in his left and the sword in his right, where you saw him
Ooh,
fall.
ambitious. Fancy lad. Alright, so sword hand. He can talk whatever he wants, but I'm ignoring him at the moment. And I get the alchemical teapot out, and I use it to summon a quart of oil in it, which I'm assuming is flammable.
Uh-huh.
And then I get out my healer's kit, and I get like a decent roll of bandages, and I stuff it in there to start soaking in oil for a bit as I look at him.
Yeah, he just like
enough.
looks at you calmly. He's
Take
like,
out the bandages, unfurl it, and I'll start wrapping it up his sword arm. From, like, his
I know
wrist
what
to
you're playing
bicep.
at. Played this game before. Never thought I'd have it done to me.
Well, feel free to tell me what I want to know. And
What
then
do
I
you
get out
want
my
to
flint
know?
and steel and hold it at his wrist. What did she tell you? What were you doing here?
She didn't need to tell us much. She is an avatar of the passions of death. That's all you need to know.
Right. I'll light the bandages on fire.
yeah, he screams in agony
So-
as it begins burning. Roll 2d4 as he begins to burn.
Oh my god.
Six.
Hmm? Make an intimidation roll with disadvantage as he screams in agony.
Ah!
Yeah, as he screams, he's like,
Okay, I'll tell you. She's gone. She's gone to the land of the passions to meet with the angel of death itself. Happy?
Now, insight check in, please.
go ahead. You're not sure whether he's lying or telling the truth. He just seems to say whatever you want him to say. Whether that's true or not, it's impossible
I put
to tell.
another roll of
So I thought-
bandages in the teapot, and I say to him, and I just like look at his other arm as I let that one start sitting in the teapot, and I say to him,
Oh boy.
"This place, you been here long?"
We've been here for a while after we took it from the archaeologists. You think I'm afraid of dying? None of us are. The world's about to end. Everything is.
What was this place? That sphinx in there. What was in its mouth?
I don't know. It's some kind of kingdom or something buried under the sand. Some kind of magic item she wanted. She's gonna bring the Harbinger.
And those doors, the light, the shadow. How do they work? How do you use them?
It's a door that brings you somewhere, I would guess.
And she didn't tell you anything about who she was and why she was doing what she's doing?
We don't need to know who she is or what she is. She has the mark, foretold by the passions.
This one. No show of mine.
He nods.
Yes,
Yeah, it's not that special. I think you put your faith in something that was quite disappointing and undeserving. What a waste of your final days. And I take the
passion
bandage out of the thing, and instead of going to his arm, I just shove it in his mouth,
Oh.
and then I light it on fire.
Yeah, you hear
With,
him. Yeah, you see him struggle and burn as he topples over,
and
face
actually-
burning.
Oh, Rusty's losing it. He's losing it.
Mark an inspiration as out of your corner of your eye, you see some casual torture in the background, Pinky. As,
You know, it's up to them
I
how
don't
much
know.
they looked over.
I don't know what's going on with him.
Little
there's
bit
some
of
smoke coming
cinnamon.
over. Hassim looks over like,
I think he's gonna do that with me. I think he doesn't like Drow.
What are you all talking about?
I
I'll
can smell
find,
it.
I'll find Pinky and just like return the alchemical teapot for the bag holding.
Yeah, put it back in.
I can smell
I walk
pork, but I'm
over.
not-
Yeah. Pinky walks over, shuffling around as he comes into the strange room. It appears to be a king or queen. Again, Drow being tricky to tell which gender they are in the first place. The monarch has a crown, a circlet of some kind, and seems to be using a longbow in like what seems like a mimicry of like a knighting ceremony. Their other hand is open, almost like placating, like in a placating, like grasping motion, like pinky enclosed with the rest of their fingers extended, like they're trying to grasp hold of something. The other one has the bow pointed down as though to administer a knighthood.
I maybe investigate the statues if there's anything hidden in it.
Yeah, go ahead and make an investigation roll.
Sure. Investigation 12.
It appears to be a knighting ceremony. The only strange thing is the longbow. The longbow is also made of stone, though. It doesn't seem to come out. You see that there is a strange set of arcane glyphs on the hand of the monarch. The glyphs of the worship of the passions of magic, specifically.
Hassim, who is this deity?
Yeah, you see him walk in. He goes, "Oh, that's a king or queen."
Just some king of queen, or do you recognize it?
There's been a few kings or queens, and they roll over different portions of this plane. I don't know every single one.
Interesting. I'll whip out my masonry tools and I'll begin to chisel at the wrists and try to free the bow and the...
Yeah, as you ding 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 ding, you pull it away as you look at your chisel as it's bent and knotted at the end now. As you're gonna have to resharpen it.
Well, I believe that there's something magical about the statue in there. Did quite a number on my chisel. Some sort of glyphs on it. Perhaps wards.
Most likely protection, just from damage. We've seen before in the previous ruins.
Perhaps.
If it's a statue of a deity, then
It is not the statue of a deity.
or the passions or whatever.
King or queen.
It has a symbol of the passions
Somewhat of
on its
importance.
hand, like a tattoo. On the other hand, it has the longbow and a knight. And
What passion is it?
the passion of magic itself.
Ooh. I'll go in front of the oh shit, I can't cast magic. Rusty! Maybe if you supplicate yourself in front of this statue and show it that you are able to wield magic, it could release something? Maybe give you some sort of a boon? I don't know, there's something weird about it.
What are you talking about? What statue? What?
This one here.
Milo will
Does it
walk
look
up
like
seriously.
Does
Yeah,
it
you
look
see
like
the
it's a
same thing,
shrine of sorts?
Not really. Ceremonial for sure, but not specifically a magical thing. It does have, sorry, not specifically a religious thing, but it does have religious. The only religious part of it is the hand, but that doesn't mean a whole lot. It is the passions of magic, which doesn't really
Would
necessarily.
you like me to
mean
take 10
religion.
minutes and spend some time figuring out some about it? I can identify it potentially if you say it's magical in some way.
I feel like we've earned a rest at least, so maybe we take a little bit of time and we see what's going on.
Yeah. Seems looking at the strange big spotlight as we see Scud cooking away. What's Scud making?
I am making lizard gruel with nut bread.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
The last of the lizards that I've got from...
Bread over a fire? Just no oven, no Dutch oven, or...
I don't know. I've a bit of prestidigitation and...
No, how are you making this bread?
stupid.
So yeah,
shit.
what's Rusty doing right now?
Well, while it's Rusty, Pinky, and Milo alone, we'll just like look at Pinky and then glance at Milo as well.
They're all watching Scud really carefully to
Right.
see how he makes his bread.
Nah.
I don't.
Bread
trust
is
Hassim.
magically made. You don't need to describe it.
I don't trust Hassim. He's not telling us something.
Oh, I know, he's quite sketchy.
Says the one who burned the elven light
No!
up on the
Fuck,
hill.
he's right there.
I saw him walk into the
Oh,
building next to Scud. What are you on about?
Sure, I thought all of you were
Trail of the
going.
alone.
shadows.
He's just
I thought all
everywhere
of you
at
were-
the same time.
I thought all of you
Needed-
were going in there. You motioned like you were.
No,
Yeah.
Did we? I don't know.
Yeah, if you want,
well,
if you want space, his email will go. I want to check on lunch.
well, I said like as us three are alone. Anyway, yeah, Milo.
Yeah.
I told Pinky this morning. Last night, like I've got a spell, right? Pull out my pearl that I think I showed you. I did it with the mouse. You know, I can figure out.
Yeah, identification
essence
spell.
of-
Yes,
Yeah,
I've
that
taught this to students. You know, you don't have to tell me what that is, but I appreciate it anyway.
Can you do the spell?
Yeah, sometimes it's more like do as I say, not as I do. I know how
Right.
people are more magically inclined how to tell them how to do it, but I don't necessarily know. Like myself, I don't have the ability, unfortunately. But what
Right.
what
Anyway,
did you discover? It doesn't matter. Sorry.
I had a thought last night. Yeah, last night. If I examine my tattoo, or the mark that we all seem to have on our arms, and
That is a
it
good
pointed
idea.
to Hassim.
It pointed to Hassim.
He's got something to do with it, and you know what he said? He said that
What was the exact situation?
he said Nadir told him that he was special, that he's important, or that he's important to whatever the plan is.
Okay. What's the situation you were in when you cast the spell on yourself and it showed this to you?
It was last night when we were sheltering. We were all in the same room.
And
It could have pointed to you, it could have pointed to Pinky, it could have pointed to Scud. It didn't, it pointed to Hassim.
were you closest to Hassim by any chance?
I don't think so.
You don't think
Hard to
so,
say.
or you do not know so?
I can't remember. DM, would I remember if he was closest as I think back in my
you
memory
were.
bank?
I think you were as a.
Make an intelligence roll.
If you'd like, I could, to confirm, I could do it again and make sure one of you
Yes.
is closer than me.
We can see what then happens. It would only allow us to learn more, and learning more is always a gift.
There's a good possibility. It was either you. It was either you were closest to him or Milo. You can't remember which exactly.
Trying to fight off the beginning of a headache after what Milo just said. Well, I'll try it again tonight. Anyway, I'll make sure I'm closer to one of you guys just in case. But
Shouldn't you be able to do it as a ritual? You're
yeah,
doing
that's what
it-
I'm going to do.
You're doing it right
Well-
now, aren't you?
No, I can. I'm sitting here talking to you right now. I'm obviously not doing a ritual right now, but I can do it right now if you wish me to.
I'm
It'll take
not
me 10 minutes.
sure.
I was going to look at
as-
this statue thing first for Pinky, but
Sure.
As they're
Whatever helps you at this point. I know you've been through a lot right now. If you want to focus on this, that's completely okay. Just letting you know.
let me look at this statue. Then I'll come inside, and when we're sitting down for a bit of a rest.
You're always
and,
free to
some
come
food.
inside. It's like no holds barred. Always free to come inside.
As they're talking, just out of curiosity, I'm gonna take one of like the little crystals that I use to power my spells, and I'm just gonna place it in its hand. See if that does anything.
I'll sit down and start the ritual of identify.
Oh wait, did I?
So it is muted.
You place a crystal in its hand. Sorry, I was just trying to count them then. Yeah, the hand, almost like it's a real person's hand. You see it like curl around the crystal. It then releases the crystal as it just falls to the ground with a ding ding ding.
Ah, the statue moved.
What did you just do?
I just put one of the crystals I use, one of the arcane crystals I use to power my devices. It has some magic, not a lot, but
It disables a
Is
grab.
it like it's like an arcane focus type thing?
a little bit. It's an artificer thing. Maybe if you actually cast, like, I don't know, some sort of cantrip in front of it.
You know.
Fine. Using my hat, I will attempt to just shower it with some. Oh no, my hat fails. Natural one. So that doesn't work. I will.
Unfortunately.
I guess I'll custom. I don't want to damage it, so I'll custom message at the statue. Anyone in there?
No response.
Yeah, I'll begin identify, casting as a ritual.
Mhm.
10 minutes.
Yeah. While that's going on, you see Hassim come out. He's like, "Man, Scud's making some good food. Lizards. Don't know where he got them from."
He's always scavenging
Are you
things.
talking to us? We're in a desert right now.
They're well matured.
Well, yeah, I didn't see him go off to hunt.
No, they're a few days old. They're from the.
Oh, the killers.
Mm-hmm.
It's a
Yeah.
dry age. It's a dry aged lizard.
Yeah. As you cast Identify, Rusty,
36 days matured.
yeah. The hand is coated in powerful enchanting magic that will be bestowed upon a warrior graced by the queen.
It sounds like it might bless an item of some sort, like a sword or a spear.
Yeah. I think if you put a insignificant weapon in its hand, it might improve it slightly.
But only if you're blessed by the queen.
If you are blessed by the queen, though, yeah.
Interesting.
Do you have some sort of mundane weapon?
I've got a dagger.
Maybe like a sword of
I'll-
sorts?
I think the only one that carries swords here is Milo.
We might have something in the party.
Oh,
but-
hello.
There's a short
Tons of
sword in
drow
the
out-
party
There's
bag.
tons of drow out there that were wielding weapons.
Or maybe a bow.
Yeah. They all had short swords, for the most part.
Or a bow.
I don't think anyone
Let's
has a
hope.
bow.
There's 2 short bows in the party bag, and there's 5 short swords in the party bag.
You pull one out. You got it.
Yeah, I pull a short sword out.
Mm-hmm.
Do we take
Pulling out.
the magic on just some mundane stuff, or do we want to try it to use it on something that we actually use? Is my question.
Good question.
You
Rusty
can try it
sharks.
on the sword I gave you.
I know, but that sword is special. It's given by you, and it's imbued by magic. So, if Rusty thinks
Well,
it's a mundane
Well, it's
item,
the only it's
nothing.
the only weapon that someone uses. So
Are you sure? Would it be okay to put it there, Pinky? It was your gift.
I'd be honored.
Oh, I'll approach the altar, holding the sword in 2 hands, like handing a piece of bread.
Uh-huh.
And I hand it to the statue. Am I doing it right, Rusty?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the hand locks in place as you see they grasp onto the sword. They don't let it go immediately, like the crystal.
Look at the rest.
Rusty's left.
Wait, what?
Hassim's replaced him. He's just like fascinatedly staring at it. He's like, "Ooh."
I told you the information, and then
Your sword's stuck, Milo.
Oh,
Maybe bow to the statue? Supplicate yourself?
look at Hassim.
As though you're being
there-
knighted?
Is there Yeah, I'll do that. I'll supplicate myself. The whole arm.
Yeah, as you bow before them, you feel the longbow begin to dance from left shoulder, right shoulder, head, raise, and you see the sword begin to glow as you see the eyes alight on the monarch. You see, as you do so, you see them release the sword as it drops to the ground with a clink. As you see, the mark has transferred onto the sword. The sword is now permanently made into a +1 sword. Until the wielder Milo dies. Then it will return to the statue.
That's neato.
I shall dub the Oath Holder.
What oath you holding?
None of your business.
Oh.
That's between me and my sword. As he gives a smile.
Is that like that thing I've heard where it turns to night in your realm, where people make wishes and they don't tell them?
Yes, if you tell them that they don't come true. That's what they say.
God, could it be an oath of silence?
Ooh.
You're not in this room right now, Rosie. You don't get to quip.
James.
You don't get to quip. No quipping.
Hassim says that to James.
Anyway, this is wonderful.
Yeah. As everyone comes in.
I shall make it a sort of no longer pouting about my sister.
As I enter the room with Scud cooking, I just still looking like.
I like how literally nothing has changed for me. I got a +1 sword. I already.
Yeah, but now Pinky's got a free infusion.
Now Pinky has an extra thing.
Yeah.
I catch Scud's eye as he's cooking up, and I enter the room, and I just look at him. Thank you for, earlier.
That's all right. And then you see a bowl of lizard float up on a mage hand towards you as he's stirring his pot. Tuck in.
I accept with mage hand. my mate, there's no actual visible mage hand, so just like invisibly comes out of your mage hand towards me. I sniff it. Oh, I've had worse. Sit down back against the wall and just begin a short rest, I guess.
Yeah, suppose it's dinner time, and I will join the rest for dinner.
Yeah, as you all join and begin to dig in. Hassim loves it, no matter how good or bad it tastes.
Oh yeah, I'll make a roll.
It's reminiscent of his cuisine.
Okay, hey, it's really nice.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's quite good for all of you. Hassim's digging in though, and he's like,
and you all get one extra hit point per hit dice because
you cooked like my second wife. How did you get this recipe?
Was she a good cook?
Yes, quite.
Oh.
I haven't had her food in 20 years.
Improvement.
Oh god, I'm gonna roll one hit.
Should I drag in that light thing from my side, or are you guys okay with waiting and doing that together?
Yeah, I saw you guys playing with that. What is that thing? Is it just like a big magical drill?
It's like a big magical sun, I think.
Sun.
What did you just say, Milo?
Okay.
Like, I didn't say that. I said.
You see Hassim wave a hand, and he says, "We're underground. He can't get here. His followers don't like the dark very much."
So, yeah, I think it's a big mechanical means of producing the amount of light that something like that produces. Able to maybe simulate the light of a star in this room, allowing it to cast a shadow big enough for it to encompass the doors.
That seems to be what Nadir did, with the daylight spell.
Oh, it was daylight. I thought I recognized it, but I couldn't put my finger on it.
You didn't teach that one?
I did, but there's so many light spells. It's honestly like, oh, how intense is the lighting? How many lumens? But yeah, no, I didn't teach that one. They're all those passion-loving idiots that really into that one. Not my cup of tea.
With that said, everyone can mark a short rest as you all have supper.
Hey,
That's good.
At the end of it, I will also make sure I position myself in a way that Hassim is the furthest away, and I will end up ritually casting Identify on my tattoo again.
Yeah, as you ritually cast it, you immediately see Azim again, and he kind of like scratches out his head and like turns around, like froze his brow. He's like, "You do something." He seems confused.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just kind of like looks perplexed and goes back to eat a piece of tail as he chews on. He says, "This is marvelous, Scud."
I catch Milo's eyes, and I assumed that he realized what I was doing. You know, he recognized me doing the spell.
Yeah, you recognize Identify.
I gave
Milo.
Milo like a nod of confirmation.
Yeah, while you're not magically skilled yourself, you've learned basically nearly every spell up to 3rd level.
He's seen me do that a couple of times now anyway. So
like just for future reference. Yeah, for future reference for Milo. Milo, you know basically every spell up to 3rd level.
Okay.
Conceptually, you know them. Might take you a bit more to figure them out, like the Arcana rolls, if someone's casting it after the fact.
I do like a tap thing, like a gesture in my hand and a tap thing to my head.
Cast message towards him. Yeah.
Nod. You have to start.
Oh, sorry. I assumed you understood what my nod meant. Yes, it pointed towards Hassim again.
Do you think it means that he is the one who created the tattoos?
You just see a shrug.
I thought them to be trustworthy, but something is going on.
Also, this is now out loud to everyone. While you guys were looking at that machine outside, I went and questioned that Drow, and then I tell them basically what I learned about this place and stuff, and what Rosie had told him.
Oh, there was a
the
Drow
little
left.
that he actually shared. I mean, you're the one that knocked him unconscious. Thought you'd remember that one.
Oh, I don't remember that.
Well, the demon did, I suppose.
Ah, there you go.
Yeah.
I was wondering what the gaps were.
You want me to go and finish him off? Like, we can't have him following us, can we? Or...
That's okay.
Oh, did you?
I'll put him down.
Hopefully no friends of yours, huh? Sort of nudge.
Nervously. They were raiders. They wouldn't be friends of mine. It'd be the same as a bunch of human bandits robbing you in the woods, I think it's called.
I mean, they were trying to kill Hassim just as much as they were trying to kill the rest of us, so...
So what's the plan then? Are we
It's called the ocean, not the woods.
No, it has tall things. I know what an ocean is. There's lakes here. They're just bigger versions of that.
There are? Look around.
Oh, speaking of the Drow, there's
Oasis.
8 or 9 bodies out there probably scavenge.
Oh, they might have some stuff on them. And then once we've done that, what's next? Are we going to try and go through this door?
Get that machine in here, I suppose.
I think as you guys go over them, I'll and me and the demon have our take on this machine. It looks movable, at least. Do you have any way of making it lighter?
Yeah, I can help make it a bit easier for you.
That would be nice. Thank you.
I'll go search the bodies. I'll scurry off down here.
As you run past to search the body, Scud, you see the other room with the bath-looking thing.
Oh, I get immediately distracted.
Mark an inspiration if you could figure this out instead. We'll get the Scud's little bathing / research session as we get over to the other two, trying to logistically figure out how to get this enormous thing in. You can clearly tell it has handles for that golem to pick it up earlier. See like a socket where like its blade could rest under and like it could elbow the thing in. It just doesn't look like it got to the point. You see like bricks lying around where they were you see logs lying around up top where they were clearly trying to form a ramp, the archaeological crew, before they were interrupted to get the construct down here so it wouldn't like break things or
Well, like
destroy it.
I saw those logs earlier, and I thought that was one of those things where you put the logs in front of
Yeah.
the heavy thing you're moving, and then roll it along.
Mhm.
And
That looks like how they got it done, but that wouldn't have worked inside. They needed the golem to bring it the rest of the way. By the looks of it, they didn't have a caster like yourself, Rusty.
I look at sort of the back of the machine. What does it look like?
Not much. It's just a big bulbous cone, and then there's just like a small switch on the side of it.
Is it smooth?
Relatively, yeah.
Is it
got
on
some-
wheels?
It is not on wheels.
Damn it.
Rusty, could you have the weight?
Yes, that's what I plan on doing.
This is gonna be heavy, Milo. As you look at it.
Halfing the weight. I sort of look out for Scud.
You're guessing it weighs between 1,000 pounds and 1,200 pounds.
500 kilos, 1,000 pounds. To drag is actually not that difficult.
It's not. Yeah, it's built relatively light. It's more a problem of trying to get it in there before it returns to its weight with how bulky it is, because it's going to be a tight. It's like trying to fit a couch down a slightly too narrow hallway.
Mm.
I can keep halving it infinitely, so
The
it
halfing.
lasts a minute each casting, but I can just do it infinitely.
Can you call back Scott or maybe get some of the what did he use? The thing that was on the floor. It was very slippery. I saw the other ones fall down. He used some kind of
I
animal.
send a message cantrip to Scud. Do you by any chance have any more slippery vomit?
I do, yeah. I can do a bit. Okay, I'm coming back.
Cast again. Milo thinks it might be easier to move this thing if the floor was slippery.
It's just a second when we maneuver it into the door. Otherwise, I think I can pull it pretty easily, especially with the demon's help.
Should we at least try to move it all as a group before we...
We can.
But
The issue is
any
not
group
the amount of force that's exerted. It's the issue is the turn that it has to make over here, as he points it out. It doesn't matter how many people will pull. It's like one of those couches. It's the logistics of getting it into the door. If the floor is slippery, we can turn it very easily. This is why you go to school, Pinky.
Man,
Well,
I was just imagining, pivot!
well, I have to I have to concentrate on keeping it light, so I'll concentrate on that and get out of your way.
That is great. Concentrate on that. That's good. I'll just stand ready. Can you make this slippery?
Yeah, 2 seconds. I'll run back in here and where I was cooking and pick up some bones like that that's left over, and then I run back out here and start gnawing on one, and I think.
Do you shove it down to your gag
in
reflex to make it vomit?
the doorway.
Does he have to do it like? Oh.
So yeah,
As the entire thing is covered in grease.
and that's another spell slot gone. Yeah.
American Inspirations. Disgusting.
Yeah. After this, I'll like
Shit.
shimmy it around, and like
Stay for a little while.
move it like that. Like I'll go like a Z form, making it easier to turn it into the doorway, and then I'll like put full force, but put my leg behind the doorway as I try to pull it in as the weight is halved.
Yeah, go ahead and make a athletics roll with advantage. As you can wheeling it around, twisting and pulling at it.
Is
Can
there
I
uncertainty
down the
for
path.
me
Can I-
to? Okay.
can I lay my hand on his shoulder and say,
19.
make him strong? Oh, that's an evil one.
Nightingale. I'll take it.
As you manage to pull and heave it in, it's an exhausting 10 minutes of doing it until finally you finish dragging it in, Milo, as you have aligned it in
Oh,
front
shit.
of the arch.
Oh, hey. I see
I
someone.
would like to add that I did assist with Mage Hand as well.
It doesn't help really
all
whatsoever.
10 pounds of force.
You don't feel anything different, Milo.
Thanks everyone for helping. Let's see, especially Pinky. Let's get gone. Let's sort of look around.
Here.
The bat's got a head writing on it.
Yeah. Pinky, I found a bath like with water and stuff. Don't know about you.
Or perhaps a
My
cistern.
my feet are hurting from walking on this on the hot sand all the time. I'm gonna go and.
Do you think they'd get angry at us as they're working hard and we're just going to go and be naughty and jump in the bath?
Oh,
Well,
be
Rusty's
naughty.
always angry. and he- yeah, come on. Is it here?
This should be fun. Oh,
As you come in, it is empty. Coming up to it, you see the following text. Again, it's a bunch of gibberish, probably some form of Elvish. As you see it readjust to Iron speech, as it says, "The liquid of life will reveal the treasure."
I say to Milo, well, I assume that those two have gone to be useful and search those bodies as was
The plan.
discussed earlier.
Yes.
Yeah,
So how do we actually...
I know I have to start
See
it.
the-
I'll
this-
take a breather.
there's two things. It's either blood or it's water.
Yeah.
So
I was
I'll
thinking
take
it's
out.
probably blood.
The water of life. It could become.
Oh.
The liquid as well. I'm glad Milo's not here.
The alarm.
yeah, it's the Coomer alarm.
I'll
I'm sorry.
prick my finger with like, or slice my finger open with the sword, with the short sword, and just like drip a drop of blood in there.
What?
Yucky. As you drip it in, you peer into it as nothing happens.
Maybe,
And
maybe we need more. Maybe if we'd like drag one of the dead drow over here and like, open up a big vein.
Open them up.
well, let's just try water first.
What if I'm
Let's
right?
take that-
Though? What if I'm right?
What if you are right? I'll try my water skin in there first, and if that doesn't work, then perhaps we should
Yeah.
go grab a drow.
You pour your water skin in as you hear a glugging sound, and you see bubbles begin to arise as the water kind of sinks down in between the tiles until it's all gone.
Well,
That was different than the blood.
more water, perhaps. I'll take the teapot out,
Yeah.
Uh huh.
and
I
I
think I've
you can do
expended
water.
its usage for today.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
It's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
working.
That's all right.
Yeah,
we
I
can
don't
get some-
understand.
As long as we can get some more. I've got a water skin. Let's try mine, and I pour my water skin in as well. Maybe we just need more.
Yeah. Pouring that in, again you hear a glugging as you peer into the basin. Go ahead and make me an investigation roll.
Can I give myself guidance?
D4.
Because I'm not
Yeah.
very good at investigation. Sorry, and a D4. Sorry. There you go. Hey, 17.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah. As you peer into it, you see the shimmer of what looks like a snake, translucent and ghostly, begin appearing. It's very faint. It's like looking through the reflection in a window. You can barely make out. Now, it looks almost like a snake, although different. The form is too bulky and not slender enough, and it doesn't appear to be moving.
Look, Pinky, something there, look. And I'll point it out to Pinky. What do you think
Do you
it
think
is?
it's some sort of snake? Should we try and grab it?
What did the writing say again?
The writing said, "The liquid of life will reveal a treasure."
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I'll try and grab it.
Okay, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah. You grab at it as your hands kind of sink through it like it's made of Play-Doh or clay, and then it doesn't seem to grasp onto it at all.
Maybe we need. Do you think we need more water? It's like it's not quite there yet. Maybe those Drow got more water on them. Like, this is a desert.
I'm remiss to try this, but I'll take out one of my healing potions. What if I poured this into it?
Oh,
Oh.
Fuck it. I'll take the cork out and pour the healing potion in there.
Yeah, you pour it in as you all look. As the two of you look at a pool of healing potion that doesn't disappear or glug at all. Mark a wasted potion.
Ha.
Keep watching it, and I'm going to run off and quickly just search the Drow, but only for water skins.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, searching the Drow for water skins, you come back with 3 or 4 different
Okay.
water skins.
And I start pouring them in.
Pouring the 4th water skin in, as it surges with water, you see the thing begin to appear as a suit of scale mail appears. It looks fantastic. As you look at the suit, as it looks like it's made from serpent scales.
Oh,
Pull it out.
like
Mhm.
snake
This is-
armor.
Yeah, like
Beautiful.
snake armor. Yeah, you could easily see how you might, from a distance, mistake it as a snake, folded up as it is.
Oh, you can have it, Pinky. That stuff's too heavy for me. I'm not a bit scrawny, see?
I mean, I'd like to keep it, but feel like perhaps Milo should take it. He has been taking hits for us. Let's
All right,
let's
up to you.
go talk to the group.
Yeah, as they return, they have a fancy-looking suit with them. As you all return in front of the spotlight.
Look what Scud found.
We both found it.
Oh,
Oh,
There.
well, one of the Drow wearing that?
I didn't see
No,
that.
no.
No,
Scott found this
yeah,
wonderful
the Drow didn't have nothing on them.
Didn't have nothing. So they did have something on them?
Like, yes, just some water. But we used it in the bathy pool
Yeah,
and then
they-
found the armor.
They had water, rations, and their weapons, along with 50
Oh,
full
bugger. All right, Nightingale. Yeah, okay, I forgot to search the Drow. I just look quickly.
It is not a
And I
problem.
look dejected and start stomping back up.
So he comes back 5 minutes later with the actual treasure.
So, what's this armor you found then? What type of armor?
Well,
It was scale
It
mail.
appears to be magical. There's no blemishes on it whatsoever.
Yes, we went into a pool, and well, the pool wasn't there first. We had to add water, and then there was a serpent, and we couldn't catch it, so we had to add more water, and then the scale mail appeared. So I'm assuming it's magical.
Well, while I could take a look at it if you want, while Scud's going to go and do what he was
Right.
supposed to do earlier.
No, sure,
Right.
yes, that's a good idea.
I need some
Do
time to
Ryan
help set the machine up. As you can do that, I'll set up the machine. I think I can cast a shadow so we can use this strange portal thing.
Everyone
Oh,
gives me
I'll help
dirty jobs, innit? Make the food, search the bodies. Oh,
Hey, I said that while you weren't there.
We're all doing something, Scud. We have to work together. And do
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
We're not making you do the lion's share. Don't worry. It's what you can
And no
carry.
one has
that's-
asked him for food. He's forcing it on us.
Literally never. He's always been shoving it down our throats. Literally, it's been quite. I like it, but if it's bad, then I
You
won't.
should have seen it earlier. He mage handed it over to me and it's like just pushing it in my
It
face.
feels forceful,
Hold it
honestly.
back.
If I don't want to eat, then I don't want to eat right now. It's.
God's a feeder.
Oh, jeez.
I'll align the thing with Pinky.
I'll help him out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. As you guys do so, yeah. Do you hit the button? Once you've aligned it?
Waiting for the rest, so we're done.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're going to identify the scale,
Yep.
or no? Yeah. Identifying, it is a suit of serpent scale made from the scales of a cuatile. an angelic being, or one of the Celestials. As you look at it, this suit of magic armor shimmers. While wearing it, you apply your full dex modifier instead of just +2.
Oh, nice.
You do not have disadvantage on stealth checks, as it is incredibly flexible, much like a snake.
Well, I'm currently wearing breastplate, so it'll be just the exact same for me, except the fact that it would be magical armor and not non-magical armor. So.
And you wouldn't have disadvantage still. But...
Well, I don't with breastplate anyway.
Oh, that's true.
I'm wearing splint armor. This is worse.
As you all step aside, I think everyone looks to you, Milo, as you do the honors, or is someone else?
You want to pull it together, Pinky? I think we have to say Eureka.
Sure. Actually, just give me a second. I'll shrug on the armor, I guess. It stays the same for my AC, but it gives me no disadvantage on stealth. So
yeah,
I'll take it.
Well, there you go.
I would go down significantly, so it's not good for me.
Yeah, all good.
As you put it on, there seems to be buckles and straps to resize it quite easily.
Looks good on you.
Thank you.
Like a double snake type of deal.
It kind of looks like a peacock with all the scales. Since he's
I feel regal.
Yeah, you're like one of those birds with the feathers, but not useless.
Like most birds have feathers, but
they have a lot of feathers, but they're terribly to eat. Like real garbage.
So anyway, this machine, how does?
Oh, it's just like, and I'll press the button.
Yeah, you hear Hassim go, "Oh, my eyes!" as he is a drow. As it flickers into being. You all see it shimmer. Immediately, the light scintillating like it's hitting a prism, hits this as it narrows and constricts, forming a black door on the other side. The shadow is pitch black through the archway, forming into a perfect door arch.
I'll walk through it.
We should be
as you
quick.
Walk through it, you continue walking as you nearly lose your balance, as you feel yourself nearly fall down a set of stairs, Milo. As finally the darkness of the pitch black shadow comes to a more muted light as you see the flicker of flame. There's an ornate arch with a glow to it that you look between.
Yeah.
As you see a pool in front of you, 3 chests, one of them appears to be open.
I'll look around. And I'll turn back and see if the rest is coming.
Yeah, I would have followed quite soon after.
And Hassim after him as they start stepping through. The Scud?
So finish searching these bodies.
Anyway,
you go back. Where did everyone go?
Yeah.
As Scud returns,
do I find anything?
Yeah, we'll get to the logistics. Nothing of too import. As we'll end today's session there, as everyone returns, Scud running with a bunch of stuff on his arms.
Where the fuck has everyone got?
As we'll end today's session here, as on the words of the chamber, on the rim of this bowl, you see the following: one must be cleansed of their impurities, pass home. And above the chests, it says, "Take from only one chest or suffer."
One has already been opened, so...
One has already been opened.
So that's already been taken from there. That's a little mean.